Celebrating all things to do with our heritage. 3 things that I'm definitely looking forward to when it comes to eating good on your Feel Good Breakfast Show. But of course, we need to get you involved, and I've got my accompaniment, Ryle, joining me this morning. Let's see exactly what we're getting into.
Hey now, good morning, you beautiful souls, and thank you for preparing that coffee for me. I'll grab it later, Chris. Really appreciate it, and really appreciate you, Mzansi. Every morning we get to do the following. We get to bring you in on the conversation. You get to be a part of the magic, and let's do exactly that. So, clearly, you get the hint, right? We're talking about food this morning, and we want to know which traditional South African recipe remains globally unbeaten. Now, there's a lot that we can put up on the list, and I know, Mzansi, you're going to come through, add your favorites, and show the world and the rest of South Africa why it is taking that numero uno spot on your list of unbeaten traditional foods. For me, something that always stands out, I don't know why, but it's a potjie. And I don't even know if that's a South African thing or not, but I'm claiming it as ours because the way we make a potjie, I don't know who can beat that. It is like the most incredible slow cooking experience that you can have. And let's not forget, it's not about the food, it's about the experience you have around the pot. So with that being said, Mzansi, I think we're officially ready. I know my hands are empty, but just like that.
Just like magic.
Magic happens. The timing is perfect.
Let me wake you up
so
this
much.
morning.
Oh, I appreciate you. It looks like the team is ready. We are ready for you, Mzansi. So what are you waiting for? Come through, let us know what your favorites are, and we've got official duties to commence and a lot of conversation. So I hope you came hungry, but for now, start digesting on the latest when it comes to all things news. Yes, Carissa. Cheers.
Thank you so much, Ryle. Do enjoy that coffee. 2 minutes after 6 o'clock. Let's delve into your Wednesday morning news. Now we start off with national news, where the Department of Basic Education has confirmed its readiness for the final National Senior Certificate exams. Over 732,000 full-time and 136,000 part-time candidates will sit for exams across 7,000 centres from 21st to 20 October to 27th November. KwaZulu-Natal leads with more than 172,000 candidates, followed by Gauteng with 35,000 fewer. Notably, 210 candidates across 23 schools will take the Sign Language Home Language exam, up from 134 last year. Now, the Basic Education Minister will announce results on the 15th of January, with candidates able to access them the following day. Sticking to national news, the Western Cape Mobility Department is working to restore urban rail services, beginning with the Khayelitsha line. Commencing this month, trains are now operational from Philippi and Nolungile stations on the Cape Town to Mandalay line. Provincial Minister Isaac Sileku says one of the aims is to alleviate road traffic in Cape Town during peak hours. He met with PRASA to discuss the gradual reopening of key rail stations. Sileku emphasized that strategic partnerships will advance the Western Cape, benefiting commuters and boosting economic value chain. Looking at your international news, Malawi saw a 40% increase in tobacco sales during the 2024 season, despite an El Niño-induced drought. The Malawi Tobacco Commission said sale volumes rose by 10% from April to August, reflecting a substantial surge. As one of the world's largest producers of burley tobacco, Malawi benefited from strong global demand. Now, the season's final report showed significant increases in sales, volume, revenue, and average price per kilogram. While the drought severely impacted other crops, particularly maize, the tobacco crop remained resilient and profitable. UK Foreign Secretary David Lammy has declared climate change a more pervasive and fundamental threat than terrorism. In his first speech 100 days into office, Lammy emphasized that climate issues and declining nature will be central to the Foreign Office's agenda. He announced a global initiative to speed up clean energy rollout, but noted that previous funding commitments might need reassessment due to the UK's financial situation. Lammy underscored that while climate threats may not seem as immediate as terrorism, they are more systemic and accelerating rapidly. Now, for your first bit of news, we close off with this story where, contrary to the belief that young people don't appreciate gospel music, youth are in fact embracing gospel music like never before. Proof of this is that joyous celebration, renowned South Africa Gospel Ensemble, was named the most streamed choir in sub-Saharan Africa in the last 12 months, according to Spotify. Their 28th album, recorded at the Durban ICC, continues to uplift spirits across generations. Another South African group, Spirit of Praise, praise is the second most streamed. Now, gospel music has become more than just a worship experience. It's now a digital movement, with South African Gen Zs having created over 400,000 gospel playlists. It seems in the digital age, gospel choirs are expanding their reach beyond physical praise. Can I get a hallelujah? That's where we leave your news for now. Let's check in with the latest in sports. Here's Raul.
Thank you, Carissa, and we're hoping for a hallelujah, especially this weekend when it comes to all things rugby. And Salman Murat will captain a revamped Springbok team in their crucial clash against Argentina, where avoiding defeat will secure the Rugby Championship title for the first time since 2019. Now, 5 players retain their starting spots from the recent 18-12 win over New Zealand, and Lukhanyo Malcolm Marx also move up to the starting lineup, while Eben Etzebeth shifts to the bench, joining the powerful bomb squad. Now, Etzebeth could equal Victor Matfield's record with his 127th Test cap. While sticking to rugby news, and Springbok fly half Sasha Feinberg Ngomazulu gambled with his place in the squad by playing through a knee injury during the second test against the All Blacks in Cape Town. Now, coach Rassie Erasmus confirmed that the injury will sideline him for 4.5 weeks, ruling him out of the Rugby Championship final against Argentina at Mbombela Stadium. Now, Feinberg Ngomazulu, a standout this season, will likely return for the November tour. Well, let's move to the world of footy, and football action was crazy last night. The Champions League, in its new format, returned with a bang. We had Bayern Munich demolishing Dynamo Zagreb 9-2, with Harry Kane scoring 4 goals, including 3 penalties. On top of this, Real Madrid fought hard for a 3-1 win over Stuttgart, while Kylian Mbappe netting his first for the club. And meanwhile, Liverpool staged an absolutely thrilling comeback to defeat AC Milan 3-1 at the San Siro. Incredible stuff indeed, but we carry on with all things sport. And lastly, we move to the world of tennis. Now, Tunisia's Ons Jabeur has ended her 2024 season early due to a persistent shoulder injury. Now, the 3-time Grand Slam runner-up has dropped to 22nd in the world rankings after battling fitness issues throughout the year. Now, Jabeur missed several major tournaments, including Cincinnati, Washington, the US Open, and the Paris Olympics, all due to knee concerns. Now, while recovering, the 30-year-old former world number 2 will focus on charitable projects and plans to return to action in Australia. And this to take place at the start of 2025. Well, we wish her nothing but the best for her recovery. And for you, Mzansi, we move to the world of weather.
Thank you, Raul. Yes, let's have a first little look at your weather for this morning. Well, the South African Weather Service has issued a yellow level 2 warning for severe thunderstorms in central and southern KwaZulu-Natal this morning, with heavy downpours, damaging winds and small hail expected. Localized flooding of roads and bridges, along with potential damage to infrastructure and settlements, may occur. Now, another yellow level 2 warning for wind and waves has been issued from Saldanha Bay to Plettenberg Bay this afternoon, lasting until tomorrow. Additionally, extremely high fire danger conditions are forecasted for the Limpopo Valley, Western Bushveld, parts of the Northern and Beaufort West, as well as Prince Albert municipalities in the Western Cape. Now, before we drop off on your weather, I've got to remind you on this beautiful Wednesday morning to share your morning view with us. We would love to wake up alongside you on 063-408-8863. That's your direct line to hit us up right here in studio on your Feel Good Breakfast Show. For now, let's have a look at your temperatures with what you can expect on your side of the world.
hey now, looks like some parts of South Africa are definitely heating up, others are bringing in the balance, but we're going to balance out the conversation and get you pumped up because last night, we did it. Liverpool made a weak victory at the San Siro, but Kurt's here to chat more about the Champions League, man, and there's a new format going down, I believe, right?
Format, yeah.
All right, so I need to find out more about this. This man is a specialist, so he's coming through, plugging us in on why we need to get hyped for the Champions League and so much more. We're also going to be celebrating some women, and that's G Sports Awards, so sporting action coming at you in just a bit. Don't go anywhere.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Yes, Mzansi, welcome back. This is your feel-good breakfast show. We're opening up right here on S3, and if you are a sporting fanatic, and especially when it comes to football, last night piqued your interest because the UEFA Champions League is back with a new format. And on top of this, Bayern Munich already made a stunning start, thrashing Dynamo Zagreb 9-2. Lots of goals around. We had Real Madrid securing a 3-1 win over Stuttgart, and Liverpool came from behind to beat AC Milan 3-1 at the San Siro. Now, we've got Kurt Buckerfield here, a football journalist, joining us to chat all things European football. But before we even get into last night's results, let's just have a better understanding of what this new format is about. Here's something you can watch, and then we'll unpack it more in detail. All right, man. Dude, this is crazy, Kurt. This makes me understand that this is going to be a demanding league.
Yes.
As a player that's just coming through your Premier League divisions, you've got another one to show up. What does this mean for the teams in general? Is this a good thing, or is this just better for us as the viewer now? What?
Well, that's the thing. I think the players are yet to find out what it's like. You know, I think there's been a lot of players who've actually complained about the growing football calendar. More fixtures. Obviously, UEFA, I think we'll get onto that, but are accused of, looking after their pockets. And that's understandable, but I do think it creates some intrigue. I think it was time for a change. I think that there is maybe no value or fixtures like, for example, that we saw last night, Bayern Munich beating Zagreb 9-2. It's become less desirable. Now, previously we would see that fixture twice. So we would have watched Bayern Munich win 9-2, and then
you're almost over the second leg of the game.
It's like, who wants to watch that second leg? So I do think that, UEFA's message is this is better entertainment, and we will see bigger games earlier on in the competition.
So fans are going to love this, right?
I think so. I do think so. I think it's their sort of response and answer to the European Super League. Obviously, that was almost formed a few years ago. So I do think it creates, it's better entertainment, I think. I'm in a UEFA ad talking about this new format and promoting it.
Like, what's happening here? Conflict of interest, maybe?
Yeah, I do think it's gonna put strain on players, and we'll see how that plays out. But I think it does create more intrigue.
Yeah, and the flip side again of that is that I think it's going to create a alpha athlete when it comes to the soccer player, because obviously they need to be performing at such a higher caliber for so much long in the season. I'm hoping that no injuries for anybody, but this is inevitable. But let's talk about last night. Obviously, you're already into this new league. Thrilling things have gone down. You mentioned that thrashing with Bayern Munich, but we also had Bayern Munich scoring 6 goals after the 57th minute. Bro, that's crazy. So what, we've got 90 minutes in a full game. So we're talking like less than 25 minutes or so of like just a goal fest. What happened?
Poor defending from Dynamo Zagreb. And again, it's not a fixture you would want to see again. So now that that's out the way, we're hoping for closer games later on in the competition for Bayern. But a very impressive Champions League managerial debut for Vincent Kompany. I saw his comments after the game, and he was obviously delighted with the way they played. Harry Kane, hat-trick. 4 goals rather.
4, yes. 3 penalties.
Three penalties. Bayern Munich are a strong side, and Dinamo Zagreb just couldn't keep them out.
Couldn't keep it out for long enough. There comes that moment where we just break and the force is inevitable.
Exactly.
A closer match, though, was Real Madrid, 3-1 to Stuttgart. And what do you make of the performance? A standard Real Madrid, is this going to be a definite defender of this incredible tournament?
I think they could. I think Real Madrid aren't flowing at the moment. They aren't playing very well, but I guess this is what Real Madrid have always been. They just find a way to win, and they left it late. Rudiger with a header, I think it was in the 83rd minute, to send Real Madrid in front, and then
How important was that, by the way, do you think? Because it was pretty neck and neck up until that moment,
yeah,
right?
I think it's important to avoid the backlash, because I think there's a lot of clamour at the moment and a lot of criticism of this team that has now added Kylian Mbappe to, what was already a strong lineup. It doesn't look like they're really playing very well. It doesn't look like they found the right dynamic and balance yet. So I think it was very important to, keep that quiet for another week. A big win for Real Madrid.
It reeks of the era of PSG when they just loaded up the superstars, but you didn't have the cohesion.
No,
and
exactly.
You expected so much more.
Yeah.
I expected a lot from last night when it comes to my team, Liverpool.
And you got it.
We had a bit of a hiding from Forest. I wouldn't say hiding, but it was a tail between the legs.
Yes.
Up at the San Siro, we showed up and it looked like a tricky start, going 1-0 down, but somehow the lads came through with a 3-1 victory.
Yeah.
For me, it felt so important to come back, to be at an event like this. The stature's big. You've got everything against you, coming from a loss. This is showing a lot, I think, again, for Slot, especially after taking his first loss. Sorry, I'm passionate about this one.
No, I love it.
I think it's important to get these moments, especially right now, early on in the league, where we're seeing these big clashes.
Yes.
I think for a team like Liverpool and AC Milan, rich history, seeing that collide. And I think this is really what the Champions League is about, right? These big clashes, these inevitable moments where you get to see your team up against the rest of, Europe.
Yes.
And this is what it's about. So who's your money on for this one, man?
That's such a difficult
Put you on
one.
the spot, yeah?
I'm going to go, not just based on last night's result, but I'm going to go for Bayern Munich this season. I don't think Real Madrid can defend it. I don't think that City will win it either, so I'm going to go with Bayern Munich. I think that they have a really strong team. They've made excellent signings, and they've got, of course, Harry Kane up front to score goals. So I'm going to go Bayern Munich,
Oh, it's going to be a tricky one. I know Real Madrid are made for this tournament, and somehow they show up when it counts. But Kurt, thank you for coming through and explaining a lot that I think we needed to get educated on. And now we're even more pumped for this tournament, so hopefully we can have some more post-discussions from you when the action just gets better and better. And for you, Mzansi, I hope you're enjoying the action. I hope you're enjoying the fact that we could plug you in on how exactly the Champions League works so that you can follow it step by step. Enjoy.
And the sporting action continues along one of my favorite genres, and that is women in sports. Now, the 19th edition of the G Sport for Girls Awards honored outstanding achievements in the South African women's sporting world, from athletes and coaches to media contributors to the iconic Wanderers Club out in Johannesburg. Now, our girl, Ayanda Tebete, was lucky enough to attend the event, and we've got to check out the latest with what she got up to.
And welcome to the G Sports for Girls Awards, where we celebrate remarkable women in South African sports. Tonight we honor trailblazers, champions and rising stars who have been making waves across the nation and beyond. From Athletes of the Year to Coach of the Year, tonight promises to be an unforgettable night of inspiration and recognition. From the inception of G Sports for Girls to how it is now, how has the program evolved and how have you found it to be rewarding?
Incredible. We started with one award in 2006, handed out to the great Penny Haynes. Tonight we will see 27 new winners, the class of 2024, brand new icons and role models to unleash on women's sport.
What are you most excited for tonight?
I just want to enjoy the evening while my competitors in my categories, really strong competitors, so anything can happen tonight, so I'm just going to enjoy every single moment of it. So yeah,
I am looking forward to celebrating women who are owning their success, who are going out of their way to make sure that they are achieving the best of the best. We've got the best in terms of sports and women here tonight, so I'm excited to meet all of them.
I feel really excited. It's one of the first awards that I've been invited to that's not purely just for sports, so it's definitely something new. And I think something that I've always been adamant about is that I'm not just a gymnast, I'm also a human, and I like things other than sports sometimes.
Coach Desiree, what are you most excited for this evening?
I think it's just women getting recognized, or coaches or individuals that work in women in sport getting recognized, and it's all about the hard work that they've done, and this is the recognition.
Mum Vicky, you look absolutely stunning tonight.
Thank you very much.
It's going to be an incredible day of celebrating women in sports, and as a Hall of Famer yourself, what are you looking forward to most tonight?
I'd like to know who's the winner this year.
Of course. Is tonight taking you down memory lane of your days when you used to be a broadcaster?
Yes, it is. It is. Fortunately, Cass also was a broadcaster and still is. I was happy because she mentioned that yesterday, that she took after me, because I think I was the first woman to do broadcasting in sports, especially cricket.
Women's rugby has come a very long way, and I know that a bunch of people want to be like you and see themselves where you're standing right now. Do you have any words of encouragement for a little girl watching TV right now wanting to be Umandisa Williams?
Oh yes, just please don't try and be Mandisa Williams, because you don't know Mandisa Williams' struggles. Be 100% or 120% yourself and be a go-getter. Ubuntu goes a long way. That's humility.
It was so cool to be nominated against my friends, nominated with people I love, nominated with people I continuously work with every single day. So this actually goes out to all the women in broadcasting that work so hard.
You know, one of the things that Twitch One does is just playing the parental duties, unaware that somebody out there is noticing the value that one is adding in women's sport. And as a result, I feel much more honored, thanks to my daughter. She's the one who nominated me.
Honestly, I didn't expect winning this, so it's honestly just great to get this recognition, especially in a category like this, because style and fashion and clothes and the love of beautiful things is something I share with the most important women in my life, which is my mom, my sisters, and my nieces. So this is for them, honestly, and I'm just so honored to be at the G Sport Awards.
To be honest, I'm very emotional because I know I'm not just representing myself, but representing my teammates, people I inspire. So this is a huge moment for me.
Congratulations, Tatiana, a big win for you. You must be so proud. Looking back at your career now, what are some of the pivotal moments that you've had?
I think you would probably say that I would choose specific ones, but I think every single moment is just as special as like the first or the second. It doesn't take away. I think it's the journey that's behind every single medal or in every single award. It's the people behind it, and it really took my village, and I think those are the people that will forever be in my heart and forever I will remember, because without them I wouldn't be where I am today. So.
Women supporting women is a message that is constantly echoed, and tonight we saw testament to that with women supporting each other. We came, we saw the trailblazers, we saw the champions, and we saw the rising stars. All I can say is that South African sports is up for a great run in the future.
Ayanda, I'm jealous.
So am I.
Superstars everywhere.
We
wow.
came, we saw, we conquered.
Absolutely.
Is all I can say. Women in sports, hello.
And just seeing so many of those faces right now makes me realize, like, wow, we have incredible women in sport, and they're just getting started. There's so much more than we can expect for our women. So absolutely getting behind all our superstars in South Africa. And thank you for flying our flag high across the world.
Absolutely. Global ambassadors. Well, listen, sticking along with sports, Rael, I think you're going to work up a bit of a switch.
Yeah, I think another woman, a powerhouse in the building. Shyam is here to take me through something special. We've got a Trojan workout challenge that she's got going on, and by the looks of it, I'm going to be put through my paces. Have you seen how she's put together?
I'm telling
Everything
you,
is in check.
the way she just went down in that squat, I was like,
Nervous.
okay, at least it's you and not me. But speaking about weight and bodies, we're also going to get into chats all about teenage weight challenges, and we're going to give you some solutions on the other side of this very short break. So we'll see you soon.
Feel the spring in your step without worrying about allergies cramping your style.
That's right. This season, that's a thing of the past with Allergex Non-Drowsy and Expresso's spring competition.
Yeah, giving you a chance to win 2,000 Rand each week. Simply answer the weekly questions on Expresso's Facebook, X and Instagram pages and include the hashtag Allergex Non-Drowsy in your answer. T's and C's apply.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
You're on your Feel Good Breakfast show right here on S3. And my lovely, yet again, we're sitting down with our absolute faves from M&I, the Medical Nutritional Institute. And it is all in the name of having a really important conversation that I feel always needs to be handled with care. It is around weight. When we talk about people getting into weight loss or weight gain, it is something that always has sensitivity around it, but particularly when it comes to our teenagers. So today we're looking at the challenges and the solutions when it comes to teenagers' weight. And that's why we're joined by researcher Ashley Smith from M&I. Ashley, I feel like this is a conversation that some people are afraid to have. So I'm glad we're having it because teenage weight gain is on the rise. Can you tell us the implications of that?
So teenage weight gain not only leads to health issues further down the line, but it also actually has emotional consequences.
Sure.
It's oftentimes associated with increased bullying. You can have a lower self-esteem, and it even is associated with depression.
And actually, when we talk about weight loss or weight gain, we know that that has a lot to do with self-esteem as well as mental health. So then I want to please ask you, because particularly when we talk about our teenagers, you know, they go through so much changes. So what is the impact of them having their bodies change so much?
No, sadly, the statistics actually show that the number of teenagers with low self-esteem has increased drastically with the increase in popularity of digital manipulation.
Sure.
So there's this unrealistic perfection that's created on social media, and this leads to body dissatisfaction in teenagers.
Oh my goodness. And that's why they say that when we talk about us and comparing ourselves to other people, I mean, it's already bad with adults, so how much more for our kids, right? I definitely think it's a huge problem. But then talk to me about this. How does this affect our teenagers when we get into how they're exposed to ideas of beauty and even just things like Instagram? Each and every day, it's in their faces.
Yeah, teenagers are actually defenselessly impressionable. And we must remember it doesn't only affect teenage girls. It can be just as difficult to be Ken as it is to be Barbie. And the focus is oftentimes on looks, on eating habits, on exercise routines, and then these body transformations to what teenagers then see as the ideal physique or lifestyle.
Yeah.
And the danger is that a lot of the content being marketed is unhealthy and not necessarily positive. It can lead to unrealistic expectations for weight loss, and ultimately your appearance becomes more important than your health. This also leads to risky weight loss attempts, such as using questionable diet pills or starving yourself in the name of dieting, and that actually has adverse metabolic effects.
Oh my goodness. And like you said, because they're impressionable, it seems like it's the answer, but it's not. Yeah. So now when we have them being flooded with so many different opinions and having all these people, you know, tell them things that they think are gospel, how can we help? How can we help our teenagers to better have that right mental state?
So at M&I, we've been focusing on weight loss and the metabolic syndrome for the past 20 years. And we are very passionate about sharing our research, our knowledge, and our experiences with the public in order to improve primary health.
Yeah.
Our website has got comprehensive information where we explain these key concepts in easy to understand and simple terms, and we actually even offer video content if you prefer that. We believe that by educating yourself, you empower yourself to make better decisions when it comes to your health, and ultimately you can reach your health goals more effectively. We also offer lifestyle support, so we have our insulin-friendly Cape meal plan and our exercise routines, and you can download these for free off of our website. But then it's also important to know that teenage weight gain can be much more than just poor lifestyle choices. In many cases, there is an underlying medical condition that needs to be addressed, and medication can help with this. So that is why M&I has developed Antaglin. Antaglin can be used from the age of 12 years onwards, and so it's a really great choice to combat weight problems early on in life and at their onset. And then you can get Antaglin at your nearest pharmacy. Just remember to insist on the original, or you can get it online at mnilifestyle.co.za. And we actually offer discount options if you buy online.
Amazing. And actually, you know what, as a youngster, I know I struggled a little bit with my weight. So thank you to you guys for having such a great, I will call, solution, because it really is something that just affects people, and particularly our youngsters, a whole lot when you're not able to get that support that you need. So thank you so much.
Thank you.
It is always so lovely for us to be able to find out how it is that we can 100% help our teenagers, particularly when we are talking about the journey that is weight loss or weight gain. And my lovely, I think that it is always right for us to be able to do so in the healthiest way. And this is why M&I is always here. You're still on your Feel Good Breakfast show right here on S3.
Yeah, our health journey continues right now. So if you are looking to kickstart your fitness journey, or maybe just maintain a healthier lifestyle, well, I think you're in the right place, because today it's all about making wellness a habit, and we've got unbeatable deals from Game to help you do just that. Oh, well, that is your call to action, Mzansi. Get off the couch and let's get moving and get inspired to do that, because we've got a fitness expert in the house. The beautiful Shyam Hendricks is here. Pew, 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 pew. How we doing, lady? High fives, don't leave me hanging. Yes! Okay, so with that being said, the question is, who's going to be taking us through an exciting wellness workout? Well, she is, and I'm going to also try and add what I can to it. But we're going to be using 4 key pieces of Trojan fitness equipment, and all of which is available at Game with unbeatable deals. Right, Shyam, you ready for this one?
Yes, I am.
I see you came ready for action, because we've got a lot of things to get through here, and I love the fact that these are things that we could just sneak in the house. They easily fit in the cupboard, so it's very economical, and you're going to show us how versatile it is too, right?
Yeah.
What's your poison you're going to pick first, yeah?
Let's go with the kettlebell.
Oh, yes! And one thing about the kettlebell is I absolutely love it, right? The Trojan kettlebells, they're versatile. It's a great thing that you can use for strength and cardio. So what's one of your favorite moves that you'd use for a kettlebell?
I'm going to choose now where we're going to do the squat.
Okay.
And then with that, we're going to do the shoulders as well.
Oh, nice. Okay,
so we can actually engage both, where we will do squat and lift. So then you get upper body as well as lower body
and
workout.
lower body, yeah. And I love your form on this, like the chest is proud, you're nice and tall. You can see the glutes are really firing up and engaging. I think the ladies, actually fellas as well, are gonna love this one, but you're getting proper gains, pelvic girdle, you're getting some shoulder strength as well.
Correct.
When it comes to your rep workouts and stuff like that, how many reps and sets would you recommend for something
I
like
would say, I'd normally say about, say, 10 to 12 reps.
Yeah.
And then, say, 3 to 4 sets.
Okay, nice, all right. And that'll essentially kind of complete your workout. Can I give that thing a try? Because I love kettlebells. It's something that I'm absolutely a fan of. And ooh, these feel pretty cool as well. I've never actually got to play with a Trojan. I love the fact that there's also this plastic sort of coating around it. Extra protection, it's not going to bang my furniture if I'm playing around with some like crazy stunts. For me, I really love the versatility of it because like a dumbbell, we can get maybe a swing in. We can't really do that with a dumbbell, but I can play with like a clean, I can press over my head. I think this is something I'll probably add to your rep scheme and set count and probably go with the same, and I'll probably get a nice burn on my shoulders, good burn on the glutes as well. So kind of like a little bit of an extension of what you've done with both hands and making it a little bit more intricate by using 2 hands. Something I love. I think I'm gonna put this in my bag and keep this one for people. Listen, we've got more to talk about. I see we've got a medicine ball here as well. We've got a fitness wheel. What's next? What do you want to choose?
Let's maybe go with the medicine ball, because we can obviously do different ones with this.
Yeah.
So we'll start off again. This is obviously the one that bounces, so you have to be careful because it might just hit you in the face.
Okay, so make sure that there's no big chandeliers at home if you're all working out at home for this one. And again, we're obviously adding some power with the Trojan 5 kg medicine ball over here. So I love the fact that there's a weight, so you can obviously gauge your strength, gauge your ability based on where you're at in your movements. But what are you going to showcase for us with this one?
Okay, so I would always add in a squat jump, but let's just keep it simple.
Ooh, dynamic, okay.
So we're going to do the slam, catch, and then squat.
Okay, nice.
These again, where you're using upper body as well as your lower body.
Yeah.
Okay, like I said, I'd normally do like a little jump, and then...
But you want like another level, so let's start with the basics, and I think to encourage Mzansi as well.
So we're just obviously letting them know that they can do something if they want to add a little bit more oomph.
100%.
Okay, so then we've got the slam.
And also this is quite a cool thing to get like your hand-eye coordination going. You want to get your focus on, maybe you're doing this in the morning. This is a great way to get the senses heightened as well.
Yes.
I love this dynamic. Again, you probably incorporate a similar rep scheme.
Exactly the same as. So you can do the 12 reps and 3 to 4 sets.
This reminds me of when I was in school. One of the exercises that we did in school was, I think, it was ab work, and we used these a lot.
Yes.
I remember being down on the mat, actually. This is just like nostalgia coming through. You want to pass the 5 kg here. So I remember you could probably do something like this where, this is right. So you kind of do a little press up and then, whoa, you push that 5 kg up, try not to move your feet, tap it at the back. And this is also a great way. I would add this to what you've just done now, get the core involved, and you pretty much got like a complete workout after that, right? Jam, what do you think of my form? Is there anything I can improve on here?
No, you're actually looking pretty good.
Yes, Jam approves. We are winning. Zanzi, of course, a reminder that this is as easy as it is. Head down to Game, get one of these pieces of equipment, and you literally can do so much when it comes to increasing your gains, increasing your fitness, increasing the shred that we want for summer that's pretty much around the corner. So get those bikinis too as well, and Speedos. All right, medicine ball, we've pretty much seen what that can do. We've seen the kettlebell. This has brought a lot of fear to people. It's quite intimidating.
It is.
It's an ab wheel, right?
Yes.
Oh, now I know that this is quite hard. I don't see many people able to even do this. Can you do it?
I think so.
I want to see this, because this is going to be impressive. This is hard. Zanzi, if you can practice this at home, kudos to you. And the lower you go, the better. Okay, never mind. I'm just coming through showing us levels of inspiration right here. I was going to challenge you to try see how low you can go, but you're literally almost on the ground.
So I think with this one, for those who are still struggling a lot with the ab wheel, you can obviously go all the way.
Sure.
And then lay down. And then if you come back up, lift up with your legs first and then bring your body.
Oh, okay,
backwards.
so you're really activating that. I just want to remind them, Zanzi, that what's happening right now and the way she's doing it is like advanced levels, right? So to
but
start
this is not advanced level, this is actually beginner.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so laying down flat gives you that release of holding your core.
I got you.
If you come back up, you are lifting up with your legs first, so you're bringing your body.
So the harder version is the one where you don't lie down.
This is the one
Okay,
you actually...
Okay. Can I try that out? Because that looks
So
crazy.
try the advanced one first,
Okay,
and then...
just throw me in the deep end, yeah?
Yeah.
So advanced one is not to rest my body.
No.
Oh my goodness, already?
I can see that shivering.
Check at the shades! And coming back up, it literally nails the core. You can feel that stimulation.
Okay.
This is incredible. I think if anything, the only variation I could add is maybe, ooh, can we
the
go
side.
sideways? Oh, well, that's tough. I don't think I can go that low, but ooh, this is a proper
So let's try
burn.
I want you to feel the...
The graded version, okay,
yeah,
so we go
where you
forward.
actually go all the way, lay flat, so your stomach is actually relaxed, and then bring yourself up.
Oh, that is so cool. I can concentrate, I can control that muscle. Absolutely brilliant, Shyam. I think with that being said, all we pretty much do after this workout, grab some skipping ropes and kind of get a
kill the
workout
cardio.
and a warm-out done. But thank you so much for coming through. That was incredible. I mean, everybody at home has another reason to get fit, get ready for the season. So with that being said, I think it was fun, it was challenging, super effective, and a huge thanks again to Shyam, obviously, for leading us through it all, showing us the plethora of workouts and exercises you can do. And it doesn't even stop here, there's so much more. A reminder, obviously, that all of this amazing Trojan fitness gear is available at Game with unbeatable deals. So there's no excuse not to make wellness a good habit. Why? Because your body will absolutely thank you. And you might end up looking like this. Yeah. Nice stuff. That was fun.
Well done.
Man, oh man, the only workout we got was from watching them go up and down, the squatting. Got some neck action going right now. But I've heard from a little birdie that this guy right next to me likes to actually do some fitness, hey? A little bit of cardio, Oscar, what you say?
Yeah, get the heart up there.
Okay. Keeps him young. I like it. Well, if you didn't know, I've got the greatest of the greatest right next to me. We've got Oscar and we've got David. And of course, they make up Joe Barber. And in just a bit, we get to talk about 25 years of celebrating an absolutely epic and iconic show in South Africa that's going to come to a city near you. I'm hoping, I'm praying. I'll push them out to your city if they don't already. And how about some ox tripe? We feeling the tripe? Instant Boykies, how are you?
Famous favorite.
Okay. Yeah?
All right.
Yeah? Okay. We'll whip one up just for him and we'll whip it up for you too and show you exactly how to do that this Heritage Month. We'll see you after this.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
And just like that, you're back on your Feel Good Breakfast Show. Thank you for hanging out with us on this Wednesday morning. And we brought all the entertainment. I know we're still in the first hour. How could it get any better? Well, let me tell you. Joe Barber has become a beloved staple in South African comedy. And today, we are thrilled to welcome the iconic duo behind it, David Isaacs and Oscar Peterson. Now, these award-winning creators have made audiences laugh for decades now. And they're celebrating 25 years. 25th anniversary is something to definitely have an applause for. Joe Barber is back with a brand new show, and David and Oscar are here to discuss the magic behind the characters we've all grown to love with the upcoming shows at Grand West and what it takes to keep this comedy phenomenon alive for so long. We cannot go any further without giving you a feel-good welcome. Yes, come on. That woke you up, eh? That's the energy you need in the morning. Welcome. This is a moment for me. I just want to take it. I want to breathe it in. I want to be present because, I mean, every second coloured Cape Town person and beyond even knows exactly who you are and the impact on comedy that you've made on our lives. 25 years is a long run to enjoy as well. So first of all, congratulations.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
How do you feel?
Phew, it's overwhelming actually.
Yeah.
You know, when you start out going into this industry, you don't expect things to last that long.
Absolutely.
As David says, you know, an average play takes about 4 weeks to rehearse, 4 weeks in the theatre, and that's it. You know.
Wow.
Yeah, we're 25 years now, so.
Can you imagine? That's a whole adult.
Yeah.
That is all.
Yeah.
And that was our intention was to do a short run of something small, and it just kept on happening again and again and again. Yeah. So
and I do wonder, like, what do you owe to your longevity? Because I think for any entertainer or creative, that's what you look for when you step into the space. I want to be here for a while and be known for being great.
I think the accident or the blessing in disguise is that when we created the characters, we created them as part of a real-time phenomenon.
Yeah.
And so the characters would be alive in front of the audience, and then, you know, if you went away from the Joe Barber, you would imagine that they still carry on living.
Yes.
Yeah.
And so that phenomenon, I think, is what kept the show going.
Yeah.
Because people would imagine that and this is the truth also, as myself and David developed as people over the years, the characters developed as well. So
they have lives of their own.
That's right. So people were interested in the characters, you know. So
can we talk about the characters a little bit? We've got I mean, Buta Joe, Buta Hamad, Washila, Ochi. I mean, how is the evolution of that from the beginning stages 25 years ago to today? And also, when audiences come and watch you, is it going to be an evolution of Ochi, for example?
Definitely, absolutely, most definitely. So, you know, where we're sitting at right now in terms of you guys would know where the characters came from. And as time goes by and you develop and the technology and all the things in society is affecting us, so people evolve or adapt.
Yeah.
I don't know about evolution, I don't know about evolving, but they adapt to the circumstances around
Of course.
them. And so that, I suppose, could also be equal to evolving. So I think Ochi has definitely got a few tricks up his sleeve.
Oh, yeah?
And so does Washila.
Come on now.
Yeah, no, they evolve as time goes. I think they respond to life. And I think the characters are also they walk alongside myself and Oscar.
Yeah.
They're always kind of present. So you'd imagine what would Washila think about this situation.
Now, when people see you in the road, do they ever, call on a character from the innermost depths? Does it come out?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, all the time.
The funny thing that happens is sometimes people would refer to me as David.
Right.
And then also sometimes they would go, if they want to refer to the characters, now I'm Butacho, they'd always say, hey, Butachama.
I love that. And you obviously entertainers.
Yeah. Or I get, my wife gets, oh, that's Washila's wife.
I love that. Yes, it is. I am Washila's wife. I love that. Well, let's talk about the humor, because I think it is quite particular to Cape Town, but it does go beyond the boundaries of the mother city. I mean, I'm telling you, if you go to Joburg, Durban, PE, you're going to have fans everywhere and even beyond. Why was it so important to you to tap into the comedy on the Cape Flats, for example?
Well, we've got unique people here, you see. We've got very specific type characters. And I think what helps myself and David is the fact that we are interested in... I always used to say, I don't have one boring friend.
Yeah.
Because all of them are very particular type of people with very particular type of tastes to things. And these are the people we always look out for, and we do our research on them.
Yeah.
When I say research, I mean we just observe and we enjoy them. And so those are the things we transpose onto the stage when we do a show again.
100%. I mean, I feel like we all have a Buta Hamad and definitely a Washila in our neighborhoods as well. Was it not based on particular characters, or is it like...
Yeah.
It was?
Based on like feelings of the essences of different people that we knew at the time.
Yeah.
And then as they evolve, you meet new people, and it's like, oh, that's a nice characteristic for Washila to go for. You know?
Yeah, for instance, Oche was a guy that lived in an observatory. He was always, his one leg was always in a cast.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter. I mean, I knew him when I lived there for 14 months.
Yeah.
He always
The
had a
whole
cast on his head. Always.
Never healed.
Always. In a very particular way of speaking as well, which we...
You mean the real
Oche?
The
real Oche, yeah.
So that was a guy that was just finding his way through life in his own particular way, and we just copied some of some of the ideas from there.
And if I call on Ochi and Washila, can you bring it out and say where you're at right now, what you're enjoying on your feel-good breakfast show?
Well, we won't do that straight away, because it takes a little bit of
warming up.
Yes. But I can tell you that Ochi for now is, I know Washila is organized, she's an organizer, but Ochi has decided he definitely doesn't want to see any more people anymore.
No, he's done. That's disappointing. Come on, Ochi. Come back, Ochi.
But of course, he's going to show the people how he doesn't like it.
Okay, I like that. Well, for people to see this front row and center, how exactly can they? I know you got a couple of shows in the Mother City coming up.
Yeah, we got our 25-year anniversary show at Grand Arena again.
Yes. That will be from the 16th to the 19th of October.
Incredible.
Yeah, it's going to be great. We've got a whole lineup. And we're going to have a lot of fun.
Joining us.
I was going to ask, any special guests?
Yeah, we got Vicky Sampson, and we got the audience as well. There's some interactive stuff. It's going to be a lot of fun.
Oh my goodness, where can people get tickets? How can they support?
Well, Ticketmaster is the only place you can get the tickets from. Nowhere else, just Ticketmaster.
Beautiful. Thank you guys so much.
You.
No, David, please continue. What were you going to say?
No. I just wanted to say thank you.
Oh, thank you. Honestly,
support.
it's been such an honor. Like I said, I've been watching you guys. I'm so glad YouTube exists, because there's some clips on there as well. And I love that they're a little bit grainy, because it takes you back to that time where you sat in the whatever theater it was and really enjoyed you guys for what you brought. So we look forward to that. David Isaacs and Oscar Peterson, come on now, 25 years. They've definitely kept the Joe Barber spirit alive for a quarter of a century. That's absolutely insane, proving that great comedy truly stands the test of time. So do be sure to catch the 25th anniversary show. It happens at Grand West from the 16th of October until the 19th. Please get your tickets. It's bound to be a night full of laughter, crying from laughter, in fact, chunking from laughter, nostalgia, and a celebration of Cape Town's finest comedy. Thank you so much, gents.
Thank you.
Professional. You can clearly see that this smile is warranted because Chef Clev's in the building. Good morning, bro. How you doing?
I'm so good. I don't know why I've got so much energy this morning.
Yeah?
I'm going to share it there.
I'm here for it. Give it to all of us. And we're going to give it to you, Zanzi. And hopefully you're going to give it back to us, because we asked you a question this morning. We were wondering, what do you think is the most unbeatable traditional South African meal that is taking on the rest of the world, right? And I put up like potjie on the top of the list. Would you have any sort of meal that just like no one else can beat us at it?
I want to say more so 2 ingredients.
Okay.
Okay. So in Europe, rooibos, massive.
Really?
And they know it's South African, strictly South African. They got like a wall of rooibos. I didn't know that.
Wow, okay.
And then as soon as I tell people I'm from South Africa, they go, South Africa, boerewors. I'm like, no, my name's Clem. Offensive. But boerewors is massive, which I think is amazing when you hear about things like chorizo, all the other sausages from around the world, and then South Africa sits up there with boerewors. So well done.
It
We're
sits
flying
up
that boerewors flag high.
Well, we're going to fly high now on your comments. So thank you again, Mzansi, for coming through. Voice notes, comments, there is a lot of it. So let's start off with the following. We've got Carissa Miller who says, good morning, Expresso. Nobody can beat a South African boerewors and the braai. They all come back from abroad for this. I promise you. Well, the man's was on it with that comment. Boerewors, it's done like nowhere else, right?
Nowhere else.
I love that. Okay, we got more from Selene Rosie, I think it is, and it's good morning. Cook Sisters, Milk Tart, and Baboti. Woo! Those are three absolute classics, right? Yeah.
And the fact that the first one, minus the cake, Cook Sisters, are part of like a ritual on a Sunday in South Africa. In Cape Town, it's like you got it Sunday morning.
As is tradition.
Cook Sisters and coffee before 11, bring your own Tupperware, you know the vibe.
Listen, the comments come through. We've got Miller Hart also has the following to say. Sibongile Sekas, good morning. Pap, wors, and chakalaka. Those are like South African staples. That's like our breakfast, our lunch, our supper. It works always.
100%.
Well, listen, thank you, Mzansi. We've got lots more to tuck into when it comes to diving into your conversations and conversations that are going to assist you. But not just that, also recipes. We've got the best coming through to serve you, Mzansi. Traditional recipes at its finest. So what are you waiting for? Nothing. Don't go anywhere. Maybe grab a coffee, but we'll see you after this.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Welcome back to your Feel Good Breakfast Show. It is Expresso on S3. Listen, it's just gone 7 o'clock. The top of the hour means that it is time for your news. And we start up with some national good news where the Automobile Association, or AA, of South Africa forecasts lower fuel prices for next month. Unleaded 93 and 95 petrol are expected to drop by R1.18 and R1.26 per litre, respectively. Diesel is predicted to decrease by R1.10 per litre and illuminating paraffin by about R1.04 per litre. Now, AA spokesperson Eleanor Mavimbela attributes these reductions to lower international product prices and the rand's strong performance against the dollar. If these cuts materialize, October will mark the 5th consecutive month of price reductions, providing additional relief to consumers. Sticking to national news, the Department of Basic Education has confirmed its readiness for the final National Senior Certificate exams. Over 732,000 full-time and 136,000 part-time candidates will sit for exams across 7,000 centres from 21 October to 27 November. KwaZulu-Natal leads with more than 172,000 candidates, followed by Gauteng with 35,000 fewer. Notably, 210 candidates across 23 schools will take the Sign Language Home Language exam, up from 134 last year. The Basic Education Minister will announce results on the 15th of January, with candidates able to access them the following day. Moving on to your international news. 8 people, including a child, have been killed and nearly 3,000 injured after handheld pagers used by Hezbollah members exploded across Lebanon. Among the wounded was Iran's ambassador to Lebanon. The blasts, which occurred in Beirut and other regions, were linked to pages belonging to Hezbollah's units and institutions, with at least 2 fighters confirmed dead. Hezbollah blamed Israel for the explosions and vowed retribution, while the Israeli military declined to express concern over the situation amid ongoing regional tensions between Israel and Hezbollah. Malawi saw a 40% increase in tobacco sales during the 2024 season, despite an El Niño-induced drought. The Malawi Tobacco Commission said sale volumes rose by 10% from April to August, reflecting a substantial surge. As one of the world's largest producers of burley tobacco, Malawi benefited from strong global demand. Now, the season's final report showed significant increases in sale volumes, revenue, and average price per kilogram. While the drought severely impacted other crops, particularly maize, the tobacco crop remained resilient and profitable. For your 7 o'clock news, we close up with this heartwarming story. Within a display of loyalty, a devoted dog in Colombia captured the hearts of social media after chasing an ambulance carrying his ailing owner. Now, the touching incident took place as paramedics rushed the man from Villa de Leyva to Tunja for urgent medical care. Refusing to be separated, the determined pup escaped and chased the speeding ambulance. Moved by the dog's persistence, the paramedics stopped and welcomed him aboard. For the rest of the journey, the loyal companion stayed by his owner's side, offering comfort during the medical emergency. This touching moment reminds us of the unbreakable bond between humans and animals, showcasing the purest form of love and devotion. Absolutely love dogs, and I know somebody else that loves their dogs just the same. It's Ryle, and here he is with the latest in your sports.
Yeah, that's right. Deciding whether I love my dogs more than seeing the Springboks win. And that's what's been happening all week long. Now, rugby news has Salman Murat captaining a revamped Springbok team. And this in a crucial clash against Argentina. And this is where they'll be avoiding defeat, which will secure the Rugby Championship title for the first time since 2019. Now, 5 players retain their starting spots from the recent 18-12 win over New Zealand. Now, Lukhanyo Am and Malcolm Marx move to the starting lineup, while Eben Etzebeth shifts to the bench, joining the powerful bomb squad. Now, Etzebeth could equal Victor Matfield's record with his 127th Test cap. Well, sticking to rugby news and Springbok fly-off, Sasha Feinberg and Ngomazulu gambled with his place in the squad by playing through a knee injury, and this during the second test against the All Blacks in Cape Town. Now, coach Rassie Erasmus confirmed that the injury will sideline him for 4.5 weeks, ruling him out of the Rugby Championship final against Argentina at Mbombela Stadium. Now, Feinberg Ngomazulu, a standout this season, will likely return for the November tour. Well, we move to footballing news right now, and the Champions League, in its new format, returned with a bang as Bayern Munich demolished Dynamo Zagreb's 9-2, with Harry Kane scoring 4 goals, including 3 penalties. Now, Real Madrid fought hard for a 3-1 win over Stuttgart, while Kylian Mbappe netting his first for the club. Meanwhile, Liverpool staged an incredibly thrilling comeback, and that to defeat AC Milan 3-1 at the San Siro. Well, lastly, in all things sport, we move to the world of tennis, and Tunisia's Ons Jabeur has ended her 2024 season early, and this due to a persistent shoulder injury. Now, the 3-time Grand Slam runner-up has dropped to 22nd in the world rankings after battling fitness issues throughout the year. Now, Jabeur missed several major tournaments, including Cincinnati, Washington, the US Open, and the Paris Olympics, all due to knee concerns. Now, while recovering, the 30-year-old former world number 2 will focus on charitable events, projects, and plans to return to action in Australia at the start of 2025. Well, we're wishing nothing but the best for her recovery, and I think a lot of you heading out the roads now. Let's see how we can serve you when it comes to traffic.
That's right, Raul. Let's have a first look at your roads for this morning. Now, we touched down in two places along South Africa. We start off in Alberton in Gauteng, where there's been an accident east of the N12, resulting in heavy delays towards Alberton. So do avoid the affected areas and please make use of an alternate route if possible. We're sticking in Gauteng, out in Germiston, where there's a stationary truck on the N12 westbound Craft Road. Now, the left lane is closed, so do approach that area with caution. Moving over to the mother city in Cape Town, out in Bellville, mining delays are being experienced due to congestion along the N1 inbound after Old Oak Road. Do maintain a safe following distance and remember to drive carefully and safely on this Wednesday morning. That's where we close up your roads. Let's have a look at your weather. In water news this morning, Water and Sanitation Minister Phemi Majudina has urged Free State municipalities to fast-track plans to ensure water supply during the upcoming Lesotho Highlands Water Project tunnel shutdown. Now, the maintenance, set to run from the 1st of October 2024 to the 31st of March 2025, will halt water deliveries from Lesotho to South Africa. Majudina, joined by Deputy Ministers David Mahlobo as well as Saiso Mohai, along with Free State MEC Saki Mokoena, met with municipal leaders in Bethlehem recently. Now, she emphasized the importance of proactive measures to mitigate water shortages during the 6-month maintenance period. I hope you take heed to that as we head into your sunrise view of this hour. It only took us about an hour to get to this gorgeous, gorgeous view by Buddy Govender out in Durban. Thank you so much, Buddy, for sharing your morning with us. I absolutely love that promise of spring that does await you for the day ahead. And I'm going to take that as well and embrace it here in the Mother City and cross fingers that we'll experience weather just the same. But also a reminder to you to share your morning views with us on 0634088863. Let's have a look now at your temperatures with what you can expect on your side of the country today.
Looks like certain parts of the country are definitely heating up, and that makes you feel like you're a winner. And especially when we're talking about lots of money, 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 money. One more time. Money! Yes, it's happening this Wednesday. It could be your lucky night, and that's when you play Lotto, Lotto Plus 1 and Lotto Plus 2, and you can sing along to 55 million rand in total estimated jackpot. So how do you do it? You want to play the estimated 43 million rand Lotto, right? That's on the normal Lotto. We've got Lotto Plus 1 for 9 million, and then there's the Lotto Plus 2 for 3 million rand. So there's a lot of ways to win, and here's how you do it. You can buy your tickets today in store. You can head over to the nationallottery.co.za website, or you can head over to the mobile app. You can also use cell phone banking, or simply dial the number *120*7529# and then follow the USSDs. It really is that simple. And we've made it even easier for you by adding all these details on our Expresso social media pages, so you can go check it out right now and make sure you get yourself in the running to win your share of 55 million rand in estimated lotto jackpots today. So play now, get some money.
After the break, we've got the most delicious dish coming up. And also, by popular demand, Meals with Mashes in the kitchen. Welcome to the kitchen. What are we making for our first dish?
We're making ox tripe, also known as maguru, ngachivenda.
There we go. Make sure you do not miss it. It's coming after the break. It's the Culinary Hotline Bling! See you now.
There are stories of creators, and we're inspired by them all. We invite you to write your story with us. Your story matters. ABSA.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Good morning again, South Africa, and welcome to the Culinary Hotline Bling! I don't know what's up with the crowd this morning. It's very sad. It's okay. It's okay. I've got you, though. And we got Chef Tilivali in the kitchen! Hi. Listen, the people were like, where is she? Why is she not in the kitchen? Bring her now. Bring her immediately. And now you're here.
Yeah.
People love you.
Thank you for the love, guys.
I've got a question straight off the bat. Let's talk about the name Meals with Mash. Where does that come from?
So, Mash is actually my mom's name. How I got to love cooking was when my mom was hospitalized for 4 months. And I learned how to cook and I fell in love with it. And I told myself that should I ever start a food business, I'll name it after my mom, and Meals with Mash.
Also, moms are always best.
Yeah.
Stick with mom and you got it sorted. I love that. We're making ox tripe today. And during the ad break, I was like, wait, guys, where's everything? Where are all the ingredients? And I was told, this is it.
That is it.
I love it. This is like oxtail simplicity level 1.
Yeah.
So how about we swap sides, and you can put me to work by all means. Swap sides, and you're going to kind of guide. Or do you want me to kick off?
You can.
Let's go, kick off. My first thing is, there's no fat here, right? How are we starting the cooking process?
So mostly, ox tripe has a lot of fat in it. So you simply just boil it.
With a little bit of water?
With a little bit of water. With a lot of water, because it also takes a lot of time to cook.
Okay, perfect. So
you're going to put it in the pot, then pour water, add your spices and bay leaves.
So we're just literally just putting everything in the pan. Oh, I'm guessing in this case would be like a potjie pot.
Yeah.
Just putting everything and letting like time do its thing.
Yeah.
And tell me, the people are divided when it comes to how they like their tripe cleaned. Are you team white sheet cleaned to the max, or are you team leave a bit of like love on the tripe?
Leave a little bit of love on the tripe.
Leave a little bit of love.
Yeah.
You see, the thing is, right? People get so defensive.
Yeah.
Because they were so like, because that's how they grew up. So they like it their way, and they see it any other way, they get like, what? But it's so diverse, and I love that about food. Like I grew up eating tripe, but I grew up eating tripe with like 15 ingredients in front of me.
Hectic.
So like, this is amazing to see this. Tell me about your childhood. Like, we're talking about heritage. Talk to me about your childhood and meals that take you straight back to your childhood.
This is one of them. And I feel like we're really making it fancy, because growing up, it would only just be boiled in salt water. Simple. And then when I started discovering about food, I'm like, you can add a bit of curry, you can add a bit of paprika, you can add bay leaves just to make it more nicer. But this is definitely one of my favorite childhood dishes, as well as pumpkin pap. I don't know if you know that.
Ooh, pumpkin, is that a new thing?
It's not really a new thing. It's been there. People call it topi. I mean, people have different ways of calling it based on their languages and their cultures, as well as, I think one of my other favorite dishes to make could be chicken feet.
Oh, yes.
Did you grow up eating chicken feet?
Yes, I did. And then you travel the world and you find out chicken feet is not just a South African thing. It's a global thing.
Yeah, absolutely.
I love it. Okay, I was trying to protect your outfit. but the team upstairs are like, we want to see her cook. So let's swap. You can do the
Okay, cool.
spices. Okay, so talking about heritage, talking about meals like this, where's the fine line when you start taking dishes and you make them your own, and maybe make it a little modern, right? Because you know you're going to upset some people.
Yeah.
But where's the fine line between innovation and maintaining heritage? Is there a line?
I don't think there is.
You just push the boundaries, right?
Push the boundaries.
I love that. No, the reason is because we are so hard set on tradition, but times have changed.
Yeah.
So maybe ingredients aren't like the same anymore, or people have developed ailments like gluten intolerance, you know what I mean? So I'm kind of sitting on the fence about this, but I love innovation in traditional food because you're still going to maintain the heritage.
The heritage, absolutely.
A little bit of like 2024.
2024,
Talking about spices. Can you talk us through the spices and can you add them to the dish for us?
So I'm going to be adding curry powder. I just love the taste of curry powder and also just how it elevates the color of the dish and gives it that bit of a kick, as well as paprika. And I'm sure you've added the stock already.
Yeah. Okay, actually, we added water, so stock is a good one.
Yeah.
Oh, wait, I added the stock. What am I talking about? And the stock's got the salt in there as well. So that's why we're not adding salt.
Yeah.
Not adding pepper. We got the spice in there. We're rendering fat out of the tripe, so it's no fat.
Yeah.
And it's going to be amazing. It's going to be
so amazing.
So delicious. I want to talk to you about your social media platform. Okay, it's massive. Did it happen overnight or has it been a work in progress?
It has been a work in progress.
And how long? What would you say is the trick to successfully growing your social media platform?
Authenticity and consistency.
And for you, is it daily?
Not really daily, but I try.
And when it comes to that commitment of sticking to it and really being like purposefully posting, does it get difficult? Is it difficult? Do you ever get creative block? And what do you do when you get creative block?
I rest and then I just shut off.
You
I
rest.
go for weeks without posting, and then once I'm okay again, I go back and then I post.
I feel like we don't do that.
People don't.
We don't allow ourselves to rest.
Yeah.
You are coming with the food, but you're coming with the word. Okay, yes, resting is super, super important. And then you get back to it again.
Yeah.
So what's the future for Meals with Mash? Because it's like you've grown so big. People be whispering in the background, TV show, lifestyle, reality. What's next?
Cookbook, maybe.
Cookbook?
Maybe.
I love
show,
it.
Maybe.
I love it. I also believe there's never been a more relevant time to tell South African food stories.
Yeah.
The rest of the world's so proud of their cuisine. South Africa's right up there. We are on the world stage right now, and I believe we're taking our food there as well.
I think we're getting there, and I'm so proud of that.
Because of you.
Yeah, period.
Someone else wants to say something. We've got a voice now. Let's just have a listen.
Good morning, Expresso show. This is Nosinto Mcimeli from Enqamakwe. The still unbeaten traditional food globally is umngqusho, samp and beans, Xhosa umngqusho.
Got you. And we're talking about the fact that one dish will have so many names in South Africa.
Yeah.
Umngqusho is tripe, right?
No.
It's
like samp beans.
It's the samp. Where am I at? There we go. And I love the going to the Eastern Cape. So many familiar dishes, completely different names. And I think it's kind of the spice of South Africa. We're all different, come from different places, different stories.
Yeah.
And I love it. So people are like, when are we going to eat? When are we going to eat? Tell me the truth. How long would that cook for?
Can I be honest with you? Maybe 3 hours.
3 hours?
Yeah.
Good things take time. South Africa, we're going to see you after 3 hours. Don't go anywhere. Sit on your couch for the next 3 hours.
Can you cover this with a lid?
We'll be back. Huh?
May I have my lid and cover this?
We're going to cover it with a lid. When we come back, we'll get some more Meals with Mash. So don't go anywhere. Stay tuned to the Culinary Hotline Bling.
Ding.
I absolutely love that. I can't wait to actually try tripe for the first time. I was always so scared of it growing up.
You haven't tried
simply
it?
because of the smell, but I am so my mouth is even watering. I'm looking forward to that. But speaking about mouths, before we get to eating, we've got to take care of our oral hygiene. And good oral hygiene is the foundation of a confident smile and overall health. And to celebrate a National Oral Hygiene Month, we're diving into a fun quiz to test your knowledge and discover how you can keep your smile in top shape. Smile for me. please. Look at that. Look at those gorgeous smiles. Absolutely love it. Thank you so much for joining us in your gorgeous outfit.
Yeah, I think you won the first challenge. If it was a
Yeah.
smile, then we have our winner.
Tick, tick, tick. Your dimples came out to play. Look at this. All right, I'm going to be asking you a couple of questions, right? How it's going to work. I'll ask multiple choice questions. And the first person to shout out their name gets the answer. And of course, the most correct answers win. So just shout out your name if you think you got it.
Okay, come easy on me, eh?
You too.
No, this is competition, healthy competition. All right, let's get into the first question.
Wait, did you know what's the prize?
Ooh, the prize is more smiles. Okay. From Ryle specifically. Okay. What is the recommended time for brushing your teeth to maintain good oral hygiene? So listen to your options because it can get a bit tricky. Maybe not the first one though. 20 seconds, 60 seconds once a day, 2 minutes twice a day, or 10 seconds. I should have said A, B, C, D, but let me know what you think.
T.
Yeah.
I think 2 minutes twice a day.
2 minutes twice a day, and
Can I
you
object?
say?
Because if you work on Expresso, then you might want to go for the 20-second option. In the morning.
I hope not,
I'm only joking.
Okay, so you're going with C and you're going with A. What is the right answer? It is C.
It's
2
gotta be.
minutes twice a day.
It's gotta be.
She knows. Look at that smile. She knows what
I
to
think she's
do.
practicing 3 minutes maybe.
You
even,
know
just
what I'm
because. Look at that smile. All right.
All right, second question. How often should you be using mouthwash? All right. Option A, once daily, and you swish it around for 10 seconds. There's B, twice daily, you swish it around for 30 seconds. C, only once a day. D, after every single meal.
Ooh, that's a tricky one.
T. I think C.
Once only?
Is it once only?
No. Oh, the after every meal?
No.
No, the twice a day swish 30 seconds? Yes. Okay, so that's B. And you?
I kind of think it's similar, yeah.
B?
Maybe, yeah,
We're
B
going
as
with
well.
B?
I'm going to have to
Yeah,
agree with
be
you on
like
this one.
you.
Yeah,
What is this? What is the right answer?
What is it?
It's
Yes!
really. You'll get your oral hygiene down on lock. Okay, third question. 1-1?
2-1 actually. Yeah,
2-1.
I'm
There you
lagging
go.
behind you.
What are the main benefits of using mouthwash with 4 essential oils like Listerine in your oral hygiene 3-step routine? Like the skincare, you also got to have a 3-step for the mouth. A, to freshen breath. B, to remove food particles and plaque between teeth and below the gum line. C, to strengthen the tooth enamel. Or D, all of the above.
D.
Yeah, D.
I didn't hear you say TD.
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 Yeah.
What is the right answer? Oh, wow. TD is correct. 3-1, Ryle.
No, but
Don't
I've
let us
got up
down,
here with this smile. I mean,
Ryle.
already I'm stacked here.
All right, next question. How long after using mouthwash can you actually consume food or anything to drink? Is it A, 5 minutes, B, 10 minutes, C, 20 minutes, or D, 1 hour?
That's a tough one, actually.
That's a tough one.
I don't
Think
know.
about it.
How about I just throw out a random seed on 20 minutes?
You're going to go 20 minutes?
20 minutes as well.
You're also going 20 minutes? What is the right answer?
No, actually.
No ways. I was so confident in 1 hour. I thought it was 1 hour.
That's just a lot.
It clearly does the
I
job
know.
so quickly
One hour
that
is a
you're
lot.
ready to
I was
go.
like, I can't drink water yet. I need water. Okay. Well, here's the final question, but it seems like who's in the lead here?
Oh, still-
She's in the lead. Of
still
course, she's in
behind.
the lead. All right, here's the final one. How does mouthwash help in maintaining overall oral health? All right. A, by helping removing germs that cause plaque, bad breath, and gum protection. Or B, by cleaning and protecting for a healthier mouth. C, by removing 99% of germs left after brushing. Or D, all of the above.
I think all of the above.
I also think
TD.
so.
TD? TD again?
TD's coming through, and I have to agree with, unfortunately.
Let's see what the answer
What
is.
is it?
Oh,
it's got to be.
Well, I'm saying T, that's your new rapper name from now on.
Wow.
TD in the house.
Yeah.
Okay. You can thank me later for that one. All right, remember, with every step you take towards a healthier mouth, you're one step closer to a brighter smile. Now complete the clean with Listerine for a mouth that truly sparkles. Look at these smiles one more time. Ding, ding, ding. Absolutely love that. Well, we've got so much to still come up on your Feel Good Breakfast Show. Thank you so much for hanging out with us. I mean, of course, that ox tripe is waiting for us to absolutely enjoy. It's going to be my first time.
Really?
I heard there's something also very interesting. It's like a pumpkin pup or something like that.
Yeah,
Is that a
pumpkin
thing?
pup. It's a thing.
What? Where have I lived all these years? I cannot wait for that. I cannot wait for that. Clearly under a rock,
What have
right?
you been eating
I
as a
don't know.
child?
I don't know, but I'm glad that you're here. So thank you for bringing that through. And Mzansi, you better get your mouth and your appetite ready for it, because this lady's going to take you through your paces and get you inspired to make the best traditional foods in South Africa
Come on
and the world.
now. It's TG.
Indulge in Clover's Moy River Pure Salted Butter. Perfect for cooking, baking and spreading. Elevate every dish with Clover Moy River Butter.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
It is your feel-good breakfast show, Expresso, here on S3, and let's talk about a bath. Not just any bath. It's more than a bath. You're creating a sanctuary of trust and comfort for yourself and your little one. And we're taking it one step further into the first bath routine with health and lifestyle programs trainer Siliziwe Tyoku, courtesy of Johnson's Baby. Hello, Siliziwe.
Hello, Carl. How are you?
I am very, very well, and I'm very, very excited about venturing into something that I think people take for granted, which is a simple bath for your baby. But there's so much more to it than meets the eye, and I think it's important for us to track through this together so that we can inform our new parents to just make sure that they're making some great decisions.
Yes,
and
yes.
connecting with baby. So first and foremost, the ideal time for the baby's first bath. I think that is something that, even for me, it was a while ago, but I remember it was like, when do we have this first bath? Because it's quite a moment. It's actually almost like this ritual-esque moment where you're like, this is the first moment.
bath, yes.
First lock of the hair, first steps, first bath. So when do you believe is the first time that should be, appropriate for a baby?
So it's important to delay baby's first bath by 24 hours after birth. This is to protect the vernix. The vernix is that, that white layer on the skin?
Yes.
Yes, it protects the baby's skin. This is important because as the baby grows, it helps them. And then thereafter, maybe every second day, you can wash just the face and the bottom. So we call it the head and the tail.
The head and the tail.
The head and the tail.
And now, the frequency of bathing, what are we looking at?
As baby grows older, then you would then, as they are more active, then you would then bath them more often the older they get.
Yes.
So this is important because it's best time to do it when you have a good routine. So when when mom and dad are comfortable, that's when you are going to be able to bath baby. At the same time, because babies love routine, it's very important for them. Research has shown that bedtime with a bath in it makes baby sleep better. So when you have a bedtime and you have a massage and a bath, and you can sing a song also with baby.
So let's look at the bath itself. You know, I know a bath is not just a bath. It's not just about cleansing the child, but it's also about something more. Can you elaborate a bit more about it?
So as we say, healthy skin, healthy baby, because baby skin is the first line of defense against germs and diseases. So if baby skin is too dry or irritated, then they can get an allergen or they can get a disease. So it's important that you have a regular skin routine. Just like how you have a routine for your skin,
Yes.
baby needs the same thing. This can be done by using a mild, important part is a mild, gentle cleanser that is specifically formulated for baby skin. And then you need to regularly moisturize your baby's skin. And then, of course, don't forget the nappy area. So you need to also have a barrier, so you're going to prevent friction in the nappy area by using a barrier. Because obviously there is like urine and feces down there, so you need to ensure that baby skin is protected from any irritants.
That's brilliant. Thank you for that type of advice. Are there some don'ts around bathing your child that I think would be very, very important for new parents to know?
Yes, there are a few don'ts that people aren't aware of.
Okay.
So, firstly, do not use adult products or soap on baby skin. Please don't do that. Don't over cleanse, don't over scrub baby skin, and no antiseptic. Please, baby skin is 30% thinner than your skin and loses 5 times more moisture than your skin. So please, baby skin is very fragile, so be delicate in the beginning. Don't scrub. Please don't scrub.
Don't scrub. Don't do that to baby. Please, don't scrub. Hi. But I liked what you said there. So just let's talk about, you know, the actual bonding moment in the bathing process. I think that's also very important to note because we've mentioned that it's more than just a bath.
Yes.
So let's talk about how important bonding is when you're having this bath and actually maybe getting good triggers attached to a bathing process so that later when baby grows up and it starts rejecting baths that you've installed something great in them, right?
Yes, because we know they can reject bath when they get older.
You know how it goes.
But more important is that this is a bonding moment between you and the baby.
Yes.
So it's a loving communication, even non-verbal communication between you and baby. So you need to look at it from a point of you're releasing the stress levels, and baby will sleep better, and it's good to develop the baby. So bathing develops because of the sound, smell, sight. So as you are bathing baby, you're developing baby's brain. So it's very important. Wow. Yes, it's very important to be aware that the smell and the bubbles are good for baby.
Wow.
Yes.
This is incredible.
And also because the cues you get to learn and communicate from baby, and you see is baby fussy or not or whatever. This is why it's important. Don't do it like during feeding time also. Yes, baby must have sleep, must be comfortable and relaxed, both of you.
This is fantastic. I mean, I'm feeling calm already, and the bath hasn't even happened yet for me. Well, you know, parenthood is not about perfection. It's about the love and care you can provide when you show up for your baby. For now, it's happy parenting from your village at Johnson's Baby, and a big thanks to Siliziwe for all the amazing guidance.
Our oxtail is going, it's been stewing away, and it will be stewing for another 2 hours and 45 minutes, but we got one that's done, don't worry. But when we come back, what are we making?
We're making pumpkin pop.
Pumpkin? We're actually going to make the pumpkin pop?
Yes.
Are you going to teach me?
Yes, I am.
Because I'm going to be honest with South Africa, me making pop, average. Average. We tell the truth here. But after this session, I'm going to be a pro.
You should be a pro, yeah?
There we go. Don't go anywhere. We'll be coming back with more Culinary Hotline Bling! Better. Better.
Very dry, tight, sensitive skin. Relieve itchy skin in just 60 seconds with Aveeno's Skin Relief Moisturizing Lotion. Aveeno.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Welcome back to the kitchen for another installment of the Culinary Hotline Bling! Now, just like you, I'm about to get educated on pumpkin pop, chef. And we were talking about it in the break. It's like quite a thing.
It is a thing. I was so shocked to find out that it's a thing. I thought we only ate it in Limpopo up until I shared it on social media last year and it blew up.
So, like, when you say blew up, it blew up from where?
All over Swaziland, like literally all over South Africa and outside South Africa.
All right, and is it usually eaten with a specific dish, or like, as a general, when there's pop, this can be the new vibe?
Well, people used to eat it as is, but then I also got to learn that some people serve it with other things as well.
Oh, okay.
Which is quite interesting.
It is quite interesting. So, very obvious, we need pumpkin.
Yeah?
So that is the idea to kind of cook it like mash, mash, mash.
Mash, mash, mash.
Okay, and then I'm stepping back because now I'm just learning.
Okay.
Okay.
So once the pumpkin is very soft, we're gonna mix maize meal with water.
And is this your trick not to get lumps?
Yeah.
Because the lumps, if you get lumps in your pop, apparently you're done.
You're done. It's over for you. It's over. So we mix this, and then we're gonna gradually add this to our pumpkin.
And is the pumpkin replacing the water that we're using? Or are we still gonna add more water to the pop?
No, we're not gonna add more water.
All right, so it's really gonna take on all that flavor.
Yeah.
Ah,
But it's gonna
okay.
taste good, don't worry.
No, I believe it's gonna taste good.
Sorry.
When you make your traditional pop, do you get a bit modern with it?
No.
So when you make a pop, salt.
I don't add anything to my pub. It's literally just maize meal, water, and that's it.
And do you raise your eyebrow when you see someone go and add butter to the pop?
Yes, side eye.
Side eye, eyebrow, both eyebrows. That is amazing. Ooh, you see why I'm so nervous to make pop? Because I put butter in everything. Everything.
I don't add, I'm not judging you though.
But
I'm
slight
just saying
judging. Slight judging.
slightly, yeah.
Okay, we got a voice note. Hopefully they're not judging me. Let's listen to the voice note.
Good morning, good morning. I have a question to Chef Tilly. I just want to know, what is her favorite vendor dish? I love it so much. Thank you, bye.
You got a I love you so much. And you got a question. What's your favorite vendor dish?
Oh my God. I think it'll have to be this dish that I'm making.
Is it
now,
this dish?
Topi. I love topi.
Is there a vendor dish that is one of your faves, but is like complicated to make? Something that you kind of like, you hand over to the elders and you're like, you can take this one, you can take this one.
Yeah.
What is that dish?
It's called chidzimba.
What is it?
It's like samp, but more complicated because there's a lot of ingredients that go in. It's beans, you've got nuts, you've got maize meal. It's very complicated and I'm still yet to learn it.
Someone in the background went, yo.
Yeah.
It sounds amazing. Also sounds
really
like a
nice.
reason to bring you back and to try this challenge.
Let's give it until next year.
Let's give it until next year. You're going to be working on that till
I'm going to
then.
be working on it.
That's what I love about South Africa. Our cuisine is so vast and so varied. Like, you don't need to go anywhere. Just spend some time here.
Yeah.
It's so new. I learn so much every time I get a new guest chef in. And like pumpkin pop, for instance, is one of them. So if I can don't forget, if you've got any voice notes, please send them through for any questions for myself or meals with mash in the kitchen. Send those voice notes through. Chef, the pumpkin pop.
So now we're going to leave this to simmer for about 10 minutes. And then we're going to add more maize meal.
Okay.
And we leave it to cook for 10 minutes and we're done.
Temperature? Low.
Medium.
Is it medium?
Yeah.
Oh, we should expect some bubbling happening, right?
Yeah.
And then it's just a case of just stirring to make sure it doesn't get stuck.
Yes.
So let's have a look and see what's happening with our tripe. This is one that we started. Oh no, this is the one that we started
It is the
earlier.
one.
So it's doing the things. Those spices have completely taken over.
Yeah.
In the broth, number one, and number two in the room, it smells amazing. So 2 more hours and we're coming back to that.
And we're done.
When we come back, it's one of my favorites. It's one of my favorites, and it's gonna be
chicken feet.
Chicken feet. So while we are in the break, we'll be doing a little bit of a mani. We'll be coming back to you, but this is gonna be absolutely delicious. Do not miss it on the next installment of the Culinary Hotline Bling!
Oh, so what do you think?
Oh my gosh, it looks so
Eh?
good. I'm not gonna lie. Torpy can come this way because
She can stay.
She can stay. With a side of everything else is gonna be so delicious. The chicken feet, the tripe. Come on, Raul, we're
Have
sorted.
you had chicken feet already?
I have had chicken feet on like a Heritage Day celebration. It was interesting. It was fun. I just feel like give me a piece of meat. You know what I mean? But I like the
the meat on this?
experience. Yeah, I like the experience of eating it.
Yeah,
so
I had
that
it
was
like deep fried and it was just crunchy and it was wild to me. It was almost like chicken chips.
Yeah.
I don't know if that is even a thing, but it was for me. And I think this is what it's all about. We're celebrating our heritage, celebrating our flavors and everything that comes with it. And that's what this is about, Heritage Month. And with that, Game is also celebrating the flavors, the culture, and the spirit that make our nation unique. And that's with their Local is Lekker campaign.
And today, in particular, we'll take you through how you can get involved and also stand a chance to win big. So let's get into the ultimate shopping experience with our boy, Harmony.
Hey, man.
We're here at the incredible Mall of Africa in Johannesburg, and I'm standing in front of the one and only Game Store. Now, you know it's Heritage Month, and so we're all about celebrating those lekker local flavors which make us proudly South African. And we'll also be looking at Game's amazing Local is Lekker Heritage campaign and find out how you can win big. Hey, Michelle, how are you?
I'm good. Thank you so much for coming through today.
So, Michelle, tell us a little bit more about the Local is Lekker campaign. What is it all about?
What we like to do at Game is celebrate savvy shoppers. And what you do at Game is you get the whole world in your hands in terms of your products, in terms of unbeatable value, in terms of what you need in this month to celebrate. So this month we're bringing our customers a whole lot of lekker in their hands. We do have really unbeatable deals for this September. One of them that's really caught my eye is the Logic 4-litre air fryer, and at a price of $7.99 you can be sure to put that in your trolley. We've also got really great specials for everything that you're going to need for your Heritage Day braai. So we've got braai stands galore, but what you can definitely pack in is your 3 Camp Master bags of briquettes for only 100 Rand.
Okay, Michelle, so we're about to put you to the test. We want to see if you can handle the pressure of filling up a trolley with all this Mzansi lekkerness in store. So you've got 1 minute to fill up your trolley with all the items that will make the ultimate Heritage Day celebration. Are you ready for the challenge?
I'm so up for the challenge. Let's do this.
Let's go get our trolleys.
Are you ready?
Yes.
Are you ready?
Yeah.
3, 2, 1, go.
Of course, you can't have a good braai without a good braai stand.
Exactly. I see you had the same idea. And with this expert grill at $4.99, I think it's an unbeatable deal.
Here you go.
Thank you.
I'll take this one.
A South African classic for any braai.
Heritage Day is about relaxing, so gotta have the proudly South African camp chairs. You've gotta have the essentials that if you don't have, the whole Heritage Day party goes down. And also you wanna create a great environment, a good atmosphere. So for music, I wanna get a nice speaker. Nothing says Heritage Day like some good food. Here we go. Wow. I love what you picked out.
I see you fit so much in your trolley. You even got a Bluetooth speaker in.
Yeah, the speaker is all about creating an amazing vibe for your people. But you know, Heritage Month is also about bringing people together. How does game stores make it easier for South Africans to create those forever memories?
It is all about South Africans coming together. We're so diverse, but we're also so strong, resilient, and it's time that we all come together and celebrate what we are as a nation and who we are as people. So at Game, we're here to bring you unbeatable deals, to get you around the fire, to get you around those social gatherings, and truly celebrate your culture.
Wow, Michelle, that was intense. I see that you've got some really good picks here and that you're ready for another great Heritage Day celebration.
I really am. Thank you so much, Harmony.
You're welcome. Remember, Expresso family, that you can join in on the fun. All you have to do is answer this simple question. If you got to grab a trolley and fill it with a whole lot of lekker and game stores for our Heritage Day celebrations, what would you grab? Answer this question and use hashtag #GotGame, and you could win one of two 2,000 Rand shopping vouchers. Remember, hashtag #GotGame.
Nice.
Local is lekker. Very lekker there. You know what? I would grab so many groceries and then also probably like equipment, like from gym equipment because I was inspired by you.
Oh,
But then
nice.
dry stuff too.
I was thinking the same thing.
Yeah.
Dry stuff for sure. I'll get camping stuff and I'll get the whole family to just camp out, bride or
That's
poiki.
cute.
I'm thinking like somewhere in a nice river or a campsite. Perfecto.
Happy part
And
of your
course,
family.
Yeah, you can get it all from Game.
Yes.
We actually add sugar.
We are in the kitchen. We're talking about all the amazing things. We're about to do a tasting, but I'm not going to do it. I'm actually going to bring a very special friend into the kitchen. He's my brother from another mother, Prosper. Prosper, please make your way to the kitchen. Prosper's coming in. He's going to give us a tasting. He's going to give us a rating out of 10. No pressure. Did you know this was about to happen? I didn't know it was going to happen too, but I mean, this is the man. This is my brother from another mother, Prosper. Welcome to the kitchen. Yes, yes. I call him Black like me. He's my best friend in the world. Prosper, we're about to taste. We're going to have some tripe, but we're also going to have some pumpkin pop. Have you had pumpkin pop before?
No.
You see, it's not just me.
I'm from Eastern Cape, so...
Literally, where you from? Okay, cool. We're gonna try some pumpkin pop, chef. That looks amazing. We had the lid on to steam a little bit. Do you want to see what it looks like? He's licking his lips. He's licking his lips.
Looking good, yeah.
It's looking good? All right, okay, cool. Here we go, chef. I'm gonna pass it to you. So what flavors? Obviously, we're gonna get a lot of pumpkin. And then with the tripe, we didn't add a lot of spice, but so what should we be getting? Should we be getting a little bit of that tripe flavor and...
This is also a little bit sweet because we did add a bit of sugar.
Okay.
So it's going to be an interesting flavor in your mouth.
If Prosper also looks familiar, it might be because you remember him as Prosper Bond.
Yes.
Why? It's your claim to fame. The people love you. The slow-mo.
That was my twin, bro.
It was your twin?
Yes.
My twin. Okay, cool. That's the thing. That's the technique. You see, you've got to get the wooden spoon in there.
Yeah.
And you've got to slap it a bit as well. Or is that just me?
That's just you.
That's just me? Take my statement back. All right.
This is how...
It's ready now, yo.
Wow. Okay, yes.
Sure.
Are you fine to dish tripe for yourself?
Please, yo.
There we go.
I'll do it.
Okay, so you want to try the pop?
I'm going to taste this
on
first.
its own? It's hot.
It's very hot.
It's hot.
I'm a man. Tastes good. Now let's have this. It is.
Prosper Bond taking his job very seriously.
Yeah, nah.
But you know your way around the kitchen, don't you?
I cook, bro.
You cook. All right, we should do a culinary hotline with Prosper Bond soon. Hey, people in the background going, yes.
Yes. Yeah. This is very good.
It's very good. Out of 10?
11.
Wow.
Can I finish this?
Can you finish it? Can we give a hand to Prosper Bond? We'll be seeing him very soon on the culinary hotline. Prosper Bond, thank you so much. Stay evil. Stay the one.
Evil.
No, the hero. Thank you so much, chef. So when we come back, it's time to do those chicken feet, right? Any tips, right? Like straight off the bat. Any tips when it comes to chicken feet?
Make sure they're clean.
Make sure they're clean. And you want to know a lot more? Make sure you come back for part 3 of the culinary hotline bling.
Check.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Oh, yes, Mzansi, welcome back. Your Feel Good Breakfast Show is here, opening up on S3 to so much good food, good conversation, and maybe a little bit of entertainment, but in a classic kind. We're talking with Eric Dippenaar. He is and I don't know if I'm saying this correctly, a spinetist or a spinetist. We're going to find out for sure. I hope I'm not embarrassing myself, but he's an artistic director at the Cape Town Baroque Orchestra. Now, he's here this morning to chat to us more about the Cape Town Baroque Music Festival, and it's taking place this coming long weekend. So let's give him a feel-good welcome. Yes! Eric, did I butcher it? Yes, I did. What?
Well, of sorts. I play all kinds of keyboard instruments, but very early ones. So from the time the piano was invented.
Well,
exactly.
I thought that was like the first thing in the game.
So it's the older, very older grand person of the
and
piano.
how do I say the thing that you are exactly? Is
So I normally call myself a harpsichordist because the instrument I'll play today is the harpsichord.
Thought it had some harp feels to it.
Exactly,
Right,
yeah.
okay.
It plucks the strings like you would with a harp. Apart from on this instrument, it happens mechanically with a keyboard.
That is so cool.
Yeah.
Okay, but again, I need to just save myself here. How do I pronounce that word? Spinetist, spinetist. What is it?
Spinetist. So spinet is a form of harpsichord, normally a smaller one.
Okay.
So in a way, the harpsichord that we've got here today is like the grand piano of pre-piano times, and the spinet is like the upright piano that you'd have in the house, for instance.
And it's incredible because I was trying to educate myself on what Baroque is really all about, and it seems like it predates that classical era of music
So
as well.
it's kind of Western classical music, but before the music that really became popular that you would hear in symphony concerts.
Wow.
And with the Cape Town Baroque Orchestra that presents this Cape Town Baroque Festival this weekend and so, we always play on either original instruments or copies of instruments from the period.
Gosh, that's
so
awesome.
So we tend to keep it original.
And giving I think whoever's going to be attending this festival a proper experience of what it must have sounded like back then, you're transporting them into like another world.
I think so. So I think that's part of the experience. We also work in very specific venues, so we kind of pair a type of music with a venue, but also remembering that we are in modern times and that we play to modern audiences. We try to contextualize it and in a way present it that makes it understandable and comprehensible to our modern audiences.
Nicely done. So it's happening this weekend. It's the long weekend, so we've got a brilliant reason to get entertained. And I believe this year's festival is Revelations. Talk to me about that.
Yes, so the whole festival centers around the idea of things being hidden in the music and things being revealed through the music. And I think in a lot of Baroque music, there are sometimes other melodies or hymns encoded within a type of music. So our first program works exactly with that idea of revealing these kind of other melodies encoded within more complex structures. Yeah.
Incredible stuff. So I got to ask, where do we get tickets? How do we get involved in this festival?
You can just Google the Cape Town Baroque Festival and the tickets are through Quicket. But the Cape Town Baroque Orchestra website also has a page for the festival where there's a lot of details about the program and about where to get tickets and so.
So what really fancies me and tickles my fancy more than anything else and interests me is the instruments you're speaking about, because I've never seen these things before. When we were talking about the what do you call that?
Harpsichord,
yeah. So we have some images of it right now, and you guys can see that on the screen. But you mentioned that this is something that we'll actually be showcasing right here live to you, Mzansi. And if you're wondering what it is, no, it's not a piano, although it looks like it, and it has very subtle and similar nuances. This thing plucks the strings. Is that correct?
It does, yes.
Wow.
And it's all wooden. It's not like a piano that has a steel structure. So it looks big, but it's quite light.
So it resonates differently when it comes to
very much. Yeah, it's all about a light structure that resonates. And also, Ralitza, my colleague who's going to play later, she has a copy of a Baroque violin, and the strings on that instrument is made out of real sheep's gut. So it's not metal like you'd find on a modern symphonic instrument. So we really try to go back to
authentic,
original materials.
Does that give a different sort of a sound to it?
It does. It's more textured and it's a bit softer and indeed more resonant. So
I'm blown away, and I know we don't do this quite often, but we don't get a beautiful piece of equipment or instrument like this. Can we go over there and actually just check it out right now?
We
I know
can,
this
absolutely,
is crazy stuff. We're going to just take a little walk through there. You can go so long while I just get ready here, but I think this is absolutely incredible to know that we have this opportunity right now. I'm going to walk my way over to this and kind of just chat to you about what is going on here. So excuse me, cameraman, for just causing chaos in your studio right now, but how often do you get an opportunity like this? And so it looks stunning. I see some handcrafted detail in here. What is going on?
It's all handmade, so you can't go to a shop and buy one of these. You have to get a craftsperson to make it for you specifically. And this one was made in the, it's a copy. It was made in the 1970s. And so the only thing that's metal about it is these strings are brass,
and
soft historical brass.
I wanted to ask you about that because I don't know if the camera can get close enough to actually see this now, but it looks like a spider's web in terms of the thinness of these strands.
Yes,
It's like
exactly.
silkworms came together and collaborated with some kind of crazy human being and made this thing. What is that made of exactly?
So that is a soft type of historical brass. And I think that's also a difference. A modern piano's got steel strings and so on, but this is a very specific type of stringing that would go onto an instrument like that. And as you can see, it's got a keyboard like a piano, but very often the white and black keys are reversed, and it's all wooden too. It's all wooden too, and it's got always these nice kind of details,
like hand carving.
Yeah. And in this case, it's fish, and it suits me well because I'm a Pisces.
Oh, wow. So this thing was almost made for you, theoretically. I got to ask, though, with regards to that plucking mechanism, can you kind of show me?
Oh, I can. I wonder if we can get a close-up here.
Oh, yes. Look at this. I don't know if the cameraman can see that, okay?
Those black bits that actually plucks the strings, those are made from bird's quill, the quill of a feather. Yeah.
You're joking.
So, yeah, that's still after hundreds of years. Somehow the natural material still works best. I don't know.
My mind is blown away because what I've just realized is that somehow you've harmonized music collectively with nature in order to bring this phonetic experience to the world.
I think so.
What are you doing? This is incredible.
It is one of the most wonderful things of live music on acoustic instruments, because the music actually resonates with your body in a way. It's made, and you can hear the sound vibrations, but you can also feel it in this space. And I think that's hopefully why live music will never disappear.
That is absolutely special. Well, Mzansi, we have every reason to stick around because we're going to get a first-hand experience at this beautiful piece of art. You get to hear it firsthand, and you've got every reason to get your tickets for this long weekend. It's starting this weekend. Head over and get those tickets. It's only $100, and wow, an experience to transport you to another world awaits. Nicely done, man.
Thank you very much.
Awesome stuff. Wow.
Just a minute after 8 o'clock, let's get into that final bit of news for your Wednesday morning. Now, we start off with national news, where the High Court in Pretoria has dismissed Thabo Bester's urgent application for access to a laptop and internet. Bester, convicted of rape and murder, argued he needed these resources to defend himself in his main case, challenging the legality of his deportation from Tanzania. Now, he claimed he was unfairly treated and deprived of a fair defense. However, the judge rejected his request, allowing only access to law books for legal preparation. The state dismissed Bester's application as a farce. Some feel-good news for motorists out there. The Automobile Association, or AA, of South Africa forecasts lower fuel prices for next month. Unleaded 93 and 95 petrol are expected to drop by R1.18 and R1.26 per litre, respectively. Now, diesel is predicted to decrease by R1.10 per litre and illuminating paraffin by about R1.04 per litre. AA spokesperson Eleanor Mavimbela attributes these reductions to lower international product prices and the rand's strong performance against the dollar. If these cuts do materialize, October will mark the 5th consecutive month of price reductions, providing additional relief to consumers across the country. Looking further afield at your international news, South Sudan's President Salva Kiir and Sudan's de facto leader, General Abdel Fattah al-Burhan, have agreed to resume South Sudan's oil exports through Sudan. Now, the civil war in Sudan had disrupted South Sudan's oil industry, crucial to its economy. In a joint press conference, the leaders said that they were focused on regional peace and stability. Sudanese engineers have completed preparations for resuming oil production, but South Sudanese engineers will first visit Sudan to review the facilities after an official announcement will follow. 8 people, including a child, have been killed and nearly 3,000 injured after handheld pagers used by Hezbollah members exploded across Lebanon. Now, among the wounded was Iran's ambassador to Lebanon. The blasts, which occurred in Beirut and other regions, were linked to pagers belonging to Hezbollah's units and institutions, with at least 2 fighters confirmed dead. Hezbollah blamed Israel for the explosions and vowed retribution, while the Israeli military declined to comment. The UN expressed concern over the situation amid ongoing regional tension between Israel and Hezbollah. Now we close off with a story where, contrary to belief that young people don't appreciate gospel music, youth are in fact embracing gospel music like never before. Proof of this is that Joyous Celebration, renowned South African gospel ensemble, was named the most streamed choir in sub-Saharan Africa in the last 12 months, according to Spotify. Now, their 28th album, recorded at the Durban ICC, continues to uplift spirits across generations. Another South African group, Spirit of Praise, is the second most streamed. Now, gospel music has become more than just a worship experience. It's now a digital movement, with South African Gen Zs having created over 400,000 gospel playlists. It seems in the digital age, gospel choirs are expanding their reach beyond physical spaces. And God is good all the time. That is where we close up your 8 o'clock news. Let's delve into a last look at your sports. Here's Ryle.
Well, Chris, hopefully we can keep the choirs singing all the way through to this weekend. And speaking of, Salman Murat will captain a revamped Springbok team in their crucial clash against Argentina, where avoiding defeat will secure the Rugby Championship title for the first time since 2019. Now, 5 players retain their starting spots from the recent 18-12 win over New Zealand. Lukanya and Malcolm Marx move to the starting lineup, while Ibn Etzebeth shifts to the bench, joining the powerful bomb squad. Now, Etzebeth could equal Victor Matfield's record with his 127th Test cap. Well, move to the world of rugby, and Springbok fly-off Sasha Feinberg and Ngomazulu gambled with his place in the squad by playing through a knee injury during the second test against the All Blacks in Cape Town. Now, coach Rassie Erasmus confirmed that the injury will sideline him for 4.5 weeks, ruling him out of the Rugby Championship finale against Argentina at Mbombela Stadium, taking place at the end of it all. Now, Feinberg, Ngomazulu, standout this season, will likely return for the November tour. Well, from rugby, we now move to football. And the Champions League, which took place last night and in its new format, returned with a bang as Bayern Munich demolished Dynamo Zagreb 9-2, with Harry Kane scoring 4 goals, including 3 penalties. Now, Real Madrid fought hard for a 3-1 win over Stuttgart, with Kylian Mbappe netting his first for the club. Now, meanwhile, Liverpool staged an absolutely thrilling comeback to defeat AC Milan 3-1 at the San Siro. Well, lastly, in all things sport, we move to tennis, and Tunisia's Ons Jabeur has ended her 2024 season early, and this due to a persistent shoulder injury. Now, the 3-time Grand Slam runner-up has dropped to 22nd in the world rankings after battling fitness issues throughout the year. Now, Jabeur missed several major tournaments, including Cincinnati, Washington, the US Open, and the Paris Olympics, all due to knee concerns. Now, while recovering, the 30-year-old former world number 2 will focus on charitable projects and plans to return to action in Australia at the start of 2025. Well, that's a wrap-up on all things sport. We'll do it all again tomorrow morning. For now, though, a lot of you still on the roads. Let's see how we can assist you in the world of traffic.
Thank you so much, Raul. Before we head out into any destination, let's have a look at those roads. In Ashburton in KZN, there's been an accident on the N3 route with heavy delays expected at Ashburton. So if you're headed that way, approach the affected area with caution. Now we head into the mother city in Khayelitsha. Their delays are expected on the N2 at the Mew Way Bridge due to a taxi collision and a lane closure. So if you are in Cape Town, do avoid the affected areas and do drive safely once you hit the roads. Well, that's where we close up everything to do with your traffic. Let's head into your weather. The South African Weather Service has issued a yellow level 2 warning for severe thunderstorms in central and southern KwaZulu-Natal this morning, with heavy downpours, damaging winds and small hail expected. Now, localized flooding of roads and bridges, along with potential damage to infrastructure and settlements, may occur. Another yellow level 2 warning for wind and waves has been issued from Saldanha Bay to Plettenberg Bay this afternoon, lasting until tomorrow. Additionally, extremely high fire danger conditions are forecasted for the Limpopo Valley and Western Bushveld, parts of the Northern Cape, as well as Beaufort West and Prince Albert municipalities in the Western Cape. I had to speed through that to get to our sunrise view of this hour because this might just be the best one that I've seen so far. Delish! This is absolutely delicious. From East London, you shared your morning view with us, and I have to thank you personally for just brightening my day. That's absolutely gorgeous, the way the sun has just said hello to us on this Wednesday morning. And if you think you could beat that, 0634088863 is that number to contend with. Make sure you get your morning views with us. We still have tomorrow and Friday to celebrate yours. For now, let's have a look at the final bit of temperatures for today. Oh man, it just doesn't seem fair. Why has summer not hit us yet out here in the mother city as well as in George? But it's okay, we'll wait patiently. And in the meantime, let me tell you some good news. This Wednesday could just be your lucky night when you play Lotto, Lotto Plus 1 and Lotto Plus 2 for 55 million rand in total estimated jackpots. Now, all you got to do is play Lotto for an estimated 43 million rand, Lotto Plus 1 for 9 million rand, and then you have Lotto Plus 2 for 3 million rand. Just some small change. How do you do this? Well, let me tell you. Buy your tickets today in store or even on the nationallottery.co.za website. There's the mobile app and then there's cell phone banking. Or simply kick it old school by dialing *120 *7529# for all USSD. Carissa, you've sped through this. I hear you saying, don't worry, I got you. All of these details are on our Expresso social media pages, so do go check them out today as you make your way through your socials. And make sure to get yourself in the running to win your share of 55 million rand in total estimated Lotto jackpots today. All you have to do is play right now.
And already feeling like a winner right now, because when it comes to the box of traditional meals, oh, we're slaying the tick on that one thanks to this beautiful soul. And a reminder for those of you that had no idea what we were talking about earlier, we had Prosper out here. He was saying the food was incredible, just by the way, so thank you for that. But there's another reason why we call him Prosper Bond. We had a challenge about maybe a year ago where we were looking at some of our people out here at Expresso doing a bond challenge. And I had my hand at it to play. We had and a couple of the other guys. Lucian was obviously out in the mix there too. But yeah, we had Raul Bond. We had so many bonds coming through. Prosper, however, out of all of these incredible moments, somehow won the challenge. Out of the votes coming in from the nation, this man took the top spot. And look at this. Here is the reason why. I thought I had it, but nah. Look at him go. Dum, dum, dum.
Yes!
How do you compete with that?
That's my best friend, everyone! That's my best friend!
Ladies and gentlemen, build together Prosper Bun!
Prosper Bun! Social media has been going wild since Prosper came on.
Oh, yeah.
By popular demand. You're in the kitchen by popular demand. Now Prosper will be coming back for part 3 because the people have said, we want Prosper. We will prosper.
Oh, yes. We're going to prosper with that one. And again, I think the reason for it is that he was so excited to be in the kitchen, taste your incredible food, that we put all the puzzle pieces together, and it's going to happen, Mzansi. So thank you, Prosper Bond, for showcasing nothing but flair, talent, and finesse, and keeping it evil. Apparently, I heard about that. For now, no, Mzansi, don't go anywhere. You've got a lot to look forward to your Feel Good Breakfast show, like some good food. The traditional box is still being ticked. And yes, right in front of me, we have chicken feet. There's many words for it. In South Africa, we call it heaven. And there's other terms. But you get to find out exactly how to make this for yourself and your guest and show off in style. See you after this.
There are stories of dreamers, and we're inspired by them all. We invite you to write your story with us. Your story matters. ABSA.
It's my Feel Good Breakfast Show.
Welcome back to the kitchen for the final installment of the Culinary Hotline Bling!
Ting, ting, ting.
Now, Chef Diwali has come through with all the heritage dishes this morning. We have got pumpkin pop. We have got the tripe. Now it's time for the chicken feet.
Yes.
And like I said, the people have asked for him. They don't even care about me. Let's bring in Prosper. Let's call the man in, aka Prosper Bond. Woo! Woo! Okay, so Prosper, he's gonna come to the kitchen, he's gonna help us with this dish. First things first, you mentioned that we should always make sure that our chicken feet is cleaned. Have you ever cleaned chicken feet?
Yes.
You have? Come a little closer. Okay, so Chef, let's talk about it. What are some of the steps we need to look out for when it comes to cleaning our chicken feet?
So there's normally excess yellow skin here. You can remove it.
The yellow skin,
The yellow skin. And then there's also like black stuff here, which is like more dirt. You have to clean that out. And which is optional, you can remove the nails or keep the nails. And I know that is a very big battle in South Africa.
Absolutely. So this part of here that has the black part, that would be the pad of the foot that makes contact. So you want to make sure that comes off because it's hard.
Yeah.
And then you spoke about the nails. And I mean, it's pretty simple, right? It's just scissors.
Scissors.
And then...
I've never done this before.
You've never done this?
No,
So you're familiar with the nails on?
Cooking them.
And
like
then,
this.
Is there a technique? Do you have a technique for eating chicken feet?
Yo, I've always struggled, especially in high school. I saw people eating this with fat cook. So I was confused. How do you put this in a fat cook? But you know, girls, they are creative. They will do it.
Was it girls?
Obvious.
Pew, 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 pew. Let me stay in the middle. Let me stay in the middle. Let me stay in the middle. Okay. Prosper. Easy. Okay. So you said, like in a fat cookie, somehow the bones come out. So for me, because it's so gelatinous, and that's why I take the nails off, I put the whole thing in my mouth. Now, why are you judging me? I put the whole thing in my mouth because your tongue can kind of do the work, and then the bones you kind of just like out the side. That's the best way to do it. I haven't found another easy way to do it.
Because the best taste is in the bone, bro.
It's in the bone. It's in the bone. So keep the nails on or don't. Totally up to you. But okay, we've got it clean. We've got the nails off or we don't. What's next, chef?
Then once the chicken feet are clean, then we're just gonna start with sauteing our vegetables and then add our spices. Then we add our chicken feet last.
Right. Because you made that comment about the ladies. Let's make him work. Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
Yes. Prosper's not like shy. He knows the kitchen. So onions going in and the peppers and the tomatoes. So we're building a base of flavor.
I've never cooked this with onion.
You've never cooked onions before?
No, chicken feet with onion. We just boil the chicken feet, put your spices and salt, and after that, you put your aroma?
Yes, we know what he's talking about. Shiki. Don't do that.
But the chili one.
The chili one.
Yeah,
so here's the thing.
to finish
Here's
it.
the thing, right? So many dishes when it comes to the meat that we actually eat in South Africa, I find that the traditional recipes are very, it's not overly spiced. It's not overly complicated. It's very simple. It's focusing on the meat itself. And I realize that's also because back in the day, meat wasn't an everyday thing.
Yeah.
Meat was for special occasions. And we're very lucky nowadays because now meat is breakfast, lunch, and dinner. But I like to be holding on to the tradition of still like keeping these recipes alive. Even though Prosper says he's not used to it this way, you are.
Yeah.
And I love that. So, mixing it up, Prosper, smelling good? Okay, it's happening.
I want to get in there now.
How long do you cook your chicken feet for?
Maybe 45 minutes.
45 minutes?
Yeah.
I'm so used to cooking it for like hours. So that bone, it falls off the bone. There is no more bone.
Oh my God.
I'd love to do it. Prosper,
How many hours?
oh, where's the heat gone, Prosper? Okay.
It's there.
Tomatoes in.
I'm the heat here, bro.
Prosper Bond. Who cooks at home?
My wife works a lot, I'm always at home, so I cook.
Really?
I try to cook.
Okay.
She eats my food.
And
so,
what's a Prosper Bond classic?
Sure.
When we do Culinary Hotline with Prosper, what are we going to be making?
Dumplings.
Dumplings.
And stew.
And stew.
I taught her how to do that.
Over
Can I
here.
come taste the food?
Hey?
Can I come
Chef,
taste?
you're coming in?
Yeah.
Chef's judging. Chef is judging you on your selection. She's like, that's a little boring.
Not judging.
And then she wants to taste. But also, man's got good taste because he rated your pumpkin pop 11 out of 10. Okay.
And also about the pumpkin pop, the ladies in the kitchen said I must eat it alone, not with the meat. So when I went there, they were like, hey, Wena, why are you putting meat on that thing?
Yeah.
All right, so it's kind of like a
It's
starter.
sweet.
A starter with a course on its own.
It's a course on its own.
I love it. And but with like literally just on, but it's sweet, right? So is it like a sweet course after the mains, before the mains? I'm learning.
Either or.
Either
Could
or.
be after.
Okay.
or just the main.
The etiquette. Okay. Prosper's going in with the spices. Everything's going in.
Okay.
Okay. We're going curry spice. This one, chef?
Cajun seasoning.
Cajun seasoning. Prosper, what do you call this one?
What is this? Ooh. Something Worcester, something.
Something?
Something?
Worcestershire. Worcestershire. This thing stays 6 months in the fridge, bro.
Whoa.
This is the thing that lasts for months in the
For
fridge.
years.
Right.
For years.
It's always there.
What's it
even if
called
the
again?
fridge- Worcestershire.
Worcestershire.
Yeah. What do you call it?
Worcestershire sauce, but I'm now going to be calling it Worcestershire.
Yeah.
Worcestershire sauce goes in, and then we're going with our Cajun seasoning. There we go. And again, the Worcester sauce adds that like intense umami flavor.
Yeah.
Because the truth of the matter is, the richness you get from chicken feet is the gelatinous goodness. It's
Yeah.
not like a
Umami.
chickeny, beefy, or meaty flavor. So to add that meaty flavor in, we're going on the Worcester sauce plus chicken stock.
Chicken stock.
And do we add water to this?
We're gonna add the water after we've added our chicken.
All right. There we go.
How do you
In.
spell umami? I've tried to Google it.
Umami. I love this question. Thank you. So, you know, we taste sweet, we taste bitter, all the taste we have on our tongue that we were taught in school. But there's another one umami, and it's like a savory flavor. Think Marmite. When you taste Marmite, it's very like a bovril.
How do you spell it?
How do you
I want to Google it.
U-M-A-M-I. Umami.
Oh.
Umami. It's not South African, I promise.
Sounds closer.
It's not. Umami. Umami. But yes, it's a flavor we get when it's like really savory goodness. That's umami. Chicken feet go in.
We call this amangina.
Ama?
Amangina.
And you called it?
Makwanda.
And then we call it walkies.
Some people call it chicken transport.
Chicken transport. Metro rail.
Well, I ate this one as well.
Oh, what's up with this one? This is the manicured one. Get that one in. So again, I take the nails off because I literally put the whole thing in my mouth. Take the bones out. But yeah, I was so surprised to find chicken feet in Paris. It's a vibe. Chicken feet in other parts of Europe, chicken feet in Asia is massive. So it's amazing to see that it's not just South African, it's a global thing, and we just have our like, own little spin on it. Manzi.
Amanzi.
See, I'm learning words. I'm learning words. That's a new one. So we're going to cook it for 45 minutes. We want the gelatinous goodness to come out of the chicken until it gets sticky. For me, if your lips don't stick together, you did not do it right.
Yeah.
Okay, so 45 minutes, simmer. What we end up with is beautiful, beautiful chicken feet. Prosper.
They look good.
Are you ready for another tasting?
Please.
Here we
Bring the
go.
whole thing.
Okay,
Bring
let's
the
make some
whole
space.
thing.
I'm gonna clear some space for Prosper Bond. Don't worry, Chef. We'll be bringing you to taste Prosper's food when he's in the kitchen.
I'm looking forward to it.
Here we go.
Prosper.
Prosper Bond. Yo, let me get rid of this. There we go. Please take in the center. In the center.
Yeah.
So
it's
we
very
use
quiet.
hands.
It's very quiet.
That's
Oh,
the
let's
best
taste
way
that
to eat
sauce. The spice.
No.
Prosper, you're gonna be okay with the heat. I'm a man. It's what? I'm a man.
We don't use fork and knife for this.
No? Are you done?
Uh-uh.
Just hands.
No nail cut.
No nail cut?
Go.
It's so quiet. It's so quiet. First thing first, I can tell they didn't cook it long enough, right? Eyes.
It's fine.
It's fine? He says it's fine?
So on the fingers, you go one by one.
Okay. Not like me.
But you must first come here. Take off the nail with your teeth.
Okay.
Then bite the whole thing.
And then you do the magic with your tongue, right? It's got to.
You recycle in your mouth.
You recycle
the bone
in your mouth with the bone. One finger gone.
What do you call it?
Oh, that's the tendon, right? So with your skill, you've actually managed to leave the tendon in place.
Am I supposed to leave it?
We do now. I love it. So out of 10.
The best part is the
pad.
Yeah,
the pad, the chubby part. That's where all that, like, that's a
we
good
call
mouth.
it down to earth, because
Prosper Bond. So we're winning. This is a good chicken foot.
Are we a Pegasus?
Thank you.
Out of 10.
Yeah.
The spice.
Do you know how many cows follow Lobola?
Hey.
Am I just?
You are married. You are married. You are married.
2 is better than.
Wait! Whoa! Prosper Bond, BCCSA, and your wife.
You know, there's something called polygamy.
Which I don't believe in.
Which I believe in. We will negotiate after this.
Oh! South Africa. This is the conversation you can expect when you make these amazing dishes. Chef, what is your Instagram handle? Where can they find you?
Meals with Mash on Instagram, TikTok, Twitter, as well as Facebook.
The people probably want to know. Prosper Bond, where do the people find you?
It's Prosperiano on Instagram.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, but Prosper Sipam on Facebook.
Uh-huh.
And your number?
I am sorry. But South Africa, the legend is coming back into the kitchen. He's going to become a regular at the Culinary Hotline. You are too funny. Thank you so much, Chef. You've been absolutely amazing. We can't wait to have you back. South Africa, I'm sorry.
Why are you apologizing?
You'll find out later. South Africa, make sure you tune in next week for more Culinary Hotline Bling.
Win with the Taste Master Junior and Clover. Watch this week's show and create your most impressive school lunchbox featuring a baked item using your favorite Clover products. Upload it to socials by replying to the competition post using hashtag the Taste Master Junior and hashtag Clover Made with Love.
you could win a KitchenAid Classic Stand Mixer, plus a Clover hamper. Don't miss the Tastemaster Junior Tuesday evenings at 7, repeat Wednesdays at 1 and Sundays at 4 p.m. Only on SABC2, Clover made with love.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
We are back on your Feel Good Breakfast Show off the back of Prosper, enjoying the best of the best. That, of course, is a traditional chicken feet. Pass one here, yo. He says it's very spicy and delicious.
I've never seen a man so happy before. I think after today, he's officially loving everything about his job. He's going to stay there. You'll probably find him there for the rest of the week as well, just chowing those walkie-talkies.
One by one, he said, you got to take the finger at a time. Well, right now it is time for entertainment news. Let's catch up with our favorite celebrities, both locally and internationally. The first story, a bit of a sadder one, Ryle. I was definitely looking forward to this performance since it was announced, and it's all around a festival that's happening out in Joburg, the Delicious Festival, with Janet Jackson.
Big names, yeah.
So she was headlining along with Jill Scott, but this week, unfortunately, it was announced that one of her brothers, Tito Jackson, had passed away.
Oh, yes, of course.
And so people are now questioning, does that mean that she's not coming? Of course, some doubt around her showing up can be expected. And I think it can also be understood. I mean, if one of your brothers has passed away, then I don't think that I would show up.
My question is how are the fans perceiving this? Because sometimes people can be quite unsympathetic and get angry, like, no, you have to be there. But are they a bit understanding about this?
They are actually. I was looking through some comments on her page and also on Delicious's page, and people were quite understanding with the fact that it's okay, take your time. We miss you. We would have absolutely loved to see you live. That's if she's not coming, but we'll understand if you don't. But I mean, I hope the festival continues. There's still big names. You've got Java on that lineup as well as Jill Scott. So, I mean, there's still so many people to definitely look forward to. So we'll see as time will tell.
It's going to be an incredible weekend, I think, regardless of whether she is there or not. I think it's time for her to deal with the personal issues. I think we live in a day and age where people are a lot more understanding, especially sympathetic of things like this. So nothing but the best of respects as you deal with that loss. And the Jackson 5 is slowly dwindling. It's sad.
You.
Wow.
Our childhoods, Ryle.
I know, man.
Know.
Like, what?
That just means we're getting older. But anyway, let's keep it moving to somebody else out in Hollywood. I want to say finally. I want to say let's praise the Lord. I want to say yes.
Hey, I've been following this man.
Closely,
yeah.
Well, listen, Diddy has got arrested. I don't know if you missed the news, but the man has, I don't want to say been put behind bars, but we're getting closer. We're getting closer. Of course, we know sexual allegations have been put out, sexual assault and abuse from Cassie in particular. We saw recent footage of that coming up, which could be used as hard evidence. And the police finally had something to put him in cuffs. Again, I'm not going to say behind bars because I don't want to spread rumors, but that's what we're hoping for, because this man truly, I think, has been an example of something that we don't want in society, and we'd be better without him.
Yeah.
His
Look,
attorney, though, did come to his defense as expected.
Okay, but I've been following this one so closely, and I mean, look, this is just our opinion.
Yes,
this is
of
not
course,
fact, so
yeah.
I don't want to say that this is what he's done or not, but it's crazy to think that this is the world we live in right now, and the fact that someone's being held accountable to this. Yes, I think we're celebrating that.
Yeah.
I want to know exactly what's happened, though, but I think this is something that is, like you said, finally, I think, is a good term. I'm hoping that they have enough to actually hold him, though.
so.
But at the same time, I just hope that the truth really comes out of this situation, because there's so much at play. There's so many intricacies and so many people potentially involved in this.
telling you.
We're not just talking about Diddy here. We're talking about a potential syndicate.
chain, yes.
Yeah, and it's scary.
And I really hope that they do something about this in terms of accountability, because then he can be used as an example. I
Yeah.
mean, we all love Bill Cosby. He also made up a lot of our childhoods, but when he was put behind bars, it was like, okay, some justice is actually being seen in our lifetime. So we kind of hope the same for Diddy, but we'll see as time does move along. But let's get into some local news.
Yeah, bring it on.
This week, especially yesterday, we celebrated Deaf Awareness Month. And today in particular, we celebrated a lot of Chivenda heritage. So those two worlds have kind of come together in a way that was unexpected. A wonderful woman by the name of Makatsi. She is an incredible artist, young artist that's been killing it even globally. Recently won BET for Best International Act. Well, she has come under fire for a recent song that she's released. And I'm not going to lie, it's a great song. The tune is great. It's very, very cool. But it's called Don't Jealous. And they said that this part in particular, she was kind of like showing sign language that was both offensive and also just inaccurate when it comes to the deaf community and deaf culture.
So a little bit of insensitivity there.
Insensitivity reigned, this part in particular. And the deaf community, instead of actually being quite reactive, they responded in a really lovely way of saying, you know what, we want to give you some lessons, some training and sensitivity when it comes to our community. Because yesterday we heard when the two cultures, hearing and deaf community, come together, sometimes it's a little bit of like, we don't really know about each other, you know? So it's quite nice to see that they've taken a great approach to say, come sit down. Let's show you the way.
And especially after yesterday, I mean, we had a first-hand experience to talk to some of the people that are literally impacted by some of these issues right now and some of these challenges, and you don't realize how difficult it must be to live being limited by such an important sense. I mean, think of something like music. How do you get music? Do you feel it? Are you still entertained by it? We were talking about the silent walk, which is an incredible opportunity for us to really experience what it's like to not have that sense and then still experience. So learn so much and learn so many ways in which these incredible individuals are showing up in a world that doesn't really truly understand. And I think that needs to change.
And the extension of grace to me is really what I was surprised by, because you have every right to be like, hey, girl, don't do this. But they actually took the approach of, let's actually have this a moment of learning together. And I thought that was really beautiful. So I hope Makatsi does take up some sign language training and make sure that she also knows exactly what is going on with those hard of hearing. So that's the end of your entertainment news.
Nicely done. Absolutely loved it, Mzansi. If you have any other crazy stories you want to share or discuss with us, then come through on our socials, because that's where we like to be. For now, though, it's time to get you entertained, because taking the stage right now, we have Ralitza Macheva and Eric Dippenaar. I hope I pronounced that correctly, but as we spoke about this earlier, this is absolutely incredible. It's a violin sonata in D minor. The title is La Folia, and this is by Arcangelo Corelli. I hope I've done this well, but listen to this, because this performance is going to blow you away.
My name is Eric Dippenaar. I'm from the Cape Town Baroque Orchestra, and I'm here with my fantastic colleague Ralitza Macheva. And we are going to play a piece by Corelli. It was written about 300 years ago. It's titled Folia, and it means madness. And you'll hear that it starts quite mild, and then it gets into quite a frenzy. Here we go.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Welcome back to your Feel Good Breakfast Show. Let's get straight into it, okay? It is spring, which actually means spring cleaning. And I absolutely love to do it. I love a bit of organization to just feel like, okay, my space is reflecting my innermost self. And keeping your space organized is an art. And who better to guide us than professional organizer Danny Cohen from closets to pantries. Danny's expertise can really transform your home into a clutter-free haven. And I want that for you. So she's here to show us practical demonstrations on how to fold clothing, to save space, and also share clever tips when it comes to pantry storage solutions. Danny, thank you for being here. You look gorgeous. Of course. Really excited to get into this because my kitchen could do with a little bit of a spruce up, you know?
Oh, that's so exciting.
I know Maria Kondo not too long ago became a trend where she was like, remove what doesn't spark joy.
Yes, exactly.
And that's kind of what I've been channeling. But today, we're going to take it up a level.
Yes.
We've got some baskets, and I believe these are called Lazy Susans.
Yes, so a lot of people know these actually as turntables.
Oh.
But they're actually, I think Marie Kondo actually decided on the name to change it to Lazy Susan.
I love that. If you're
Yeah.
Susan, I apologize. We're not calling you lazy. It's just the name of the equipment, okay? What do we do with these, though?
Okay, so these I love. It's probably my favorite storage product because they are so versatile and you can put them in literally any space that
Okay.
needs a little bit of storage. Let's get rid of the clutter.
Yes.
So
What sort of things could you put on or in or
So
around?
like you get these ones, the shorter ones, which these are probably most common. These are perfect in pantries, especially in the deeper cupboards, and you can't get right to the back. It's just so much easier because, you know, we can turn them. These, I love using them in obviously pantries for like sauces, spices.
Spices make sense. You can put the bottles, turn it to see what it is.
Yes. You can also pop them in your bathroom. Even in your stationery for kids, I've used it.
Kids or adults, I love me some stationery.
Exactly, yeah, exactly, true. So you can color coordinate, which I love as well.
Love.
And even for like medicines, I've put it in a medicine cupboard as well, and it's so much easier to just grab from your cupboard.
Right.
And yeah.
How South African that we all have medicine cupboards, right?
we all got a medicine
We've all got a
cupboard,
medicine
100%,
cupboard. We need it.
100%.
Okay, cool. So you get the taller one if you have more space and double the layers, and then the shorter one. I do like this. I might take it with me. Baskets. What are we doing over there?
Okay, so these are like your standard baskets.
Yeah.
We've all got a basket. And what I love about these baskets, I love to have a handle.
Yeah.
So if it is on a top shelf, you can easily grab it.
Right.
These are perfect for wardrobes as well, especially now that we're spring cleaning and we want to get rid of this, you know, the winter,
We
the scarves
do.
and the beanies.
When it gets warm eventually.
Exactly, yeah, exactly. So these are quite nice, and obviously there are different folding techniques, which you can see on my page, especially for jeans. I love these, or even now swimsuits.
Right, and you would roll them. Like, how would you roll them up?
You can roll them up, or especially if we've all got that one bikini drawer and you're missing all these different pieces are all over the place.
Yes.
I like to literally get Ziplocs, and I'll literally put the little packet, the little bikinis together in their little.
Oh, I love that.
And
This
then
is
we
why
can-
we've called in the big guns. Come on. Danny, thank you for showing us the way when it comes to organizing. I do want to know a bit more about creative uses that we might not necessarily think. Like you said, this is for the bathroom. You could pick a product. I would never have thought of that.
Yeah.
What else could we even do?
Okay, so for example, this is actually a makeup organizer.
Okay.
Because you can see it's got for your lipsticks
Lipsticks,
and whatever.
right.
Yeah. But I have used this as well for stationery as well.
That
Use it for
makes
stationery.
sense.
And then I also have used it for like your medicines because I've put like nose sprays, eye drops, creams in these little compartments. And then obviously you can pack and stack your boxed medication.
Yes.
So that's the thing about storage, is that it's so versatile. You can find so many ways to use it.
Yeah. And can I tell you one thing about Cape Town? If you live in an apartment, there is no space.
Exactly.
So you've got to make the most of the little corners
you've
and
got.
crooks that you've got. So
Exactly.
that absolutely is great. This over here, I've been staring at it. What are we doing?
Okay, so I have this little trick that I developed.
Okay.
And when you do your pantries, and we all obviously do not want to see our cereal boxes and pasta packets or whatever, it gets super overwhelming. And I think we're all trying to go for these, literally get a container or a jar or whatever, stick a label on it, and it looks so much aesthetically. Like, it just looks so much better. But I have so many clients over the months recently, specifically this year, that have said to me, but Dan, how do I know when this product has expired?
Right.
Because it's so easy to see you've got this little bit left and you have no idea. Yeah. So what I usually do, which I will show you.
Please do. I love a demonstration.
Is, so we take our product.
Yeah.
I'm just going to cut it open.
Okay. If it allows you to.
Yeah.
Kick it old school. Let's just rip it open. You've got this, Danny.
Oh my God.
I believe in you, Danny.
Okay, it didn't go all over the
One
place.
soldier, that's all right.
Okay, so we empty our product.
Yeah.
And then at the back of every product, you'll see there's like a little best before date.
Yeah.
So I generally, okay, this scissors doesn't want to be our friend today, but I generally would cut the little best before date out. Okay, thank you.
Pleasure.
There we go. And then you literally grab a little, it doesn't have to be aesthetically pleasing because it's at the bottom. Grab a little bit of sticky tape, and then we literally, let's just put the lid back on before me with my clumsiness, and it goes
Stop that.
Pop it at the bottom.
Come on.
And there we go. And then, you know, you can just at least keep track of your expiry.
Yes.
And it's easy. Once this is finished, pop it off and grab the next one.
I'm telling you, because we've all eaten expired pasta, probably.
100%.
Probably.
100%.
We do the smell
and
test. That's
cereal.
usually what we go
100%.
for.
Exactly.
Danny, this is fantastic. What would this be considered? Just another storage option?
Yeah, so this is like we use for those corner shelves.
I was going to say the corners.
Yeah, those corner shelves. And then I've also used this, I use it personally for my perfumes.
Love
on a dressing
that.
table, just
Yes.
looks really nice instead of it all. So this can be used, also spices, sauces in your pantry. I mean, like I say, it's so versatile.
Yeah.
You can even put in your fridge, and you can put little odds
Oh,
and
I like
ends.
that. The
Yeah.
possibilities are endless. We love our DIY queen that's joined us here today, Dash of Danny. Can people find you? Can they bring you into their homes?
Yes, of course.
Please tell us
of
more.
course. So you can follow me on Instagram at Dash of Danny.
Beautiful.
I have got a Facebook page, but I'm more on Instagram.
Okay, just a DM and then
Just a DM
we'll take it
and
from
an
there.
email and we're good.
Danny has got your back, let me tell you. If you're not satisfied with what we've done today and you want more, then definitely hit her up. Dash of Danny is where you can find her to make sure that the spring cleaning is going to go exactly the way that you want it to. Thank you, Danny.
Thank you.
Yeah, that was exactly how we wanted it. Thank you so much, Danny, for coming through. A little dose and a little dash of Danny will never do us any harm, especially when it comes to those great organizational tips there. And speaking of recreating your spaces at home, speaking of DIY, let's welcome back our Handy Hero series. I get so excited about this because this is where we celebrate the invaluable advice found in our local hardware and paint stores. So for you, I want you to get ready to ignite your inner Handy Hero as our store experts reveal top Plascon picks and share their invaluable painting insights. So it's time to find out which stores we are visiting today, and it's Ridge Power Build in Emalahleni. Well, enjoy this one. It's going to be good.
Powered by Plascon, today's Handy Hero comes from Ridge Power Build in Witbank.
The store was started 10 years ago, and we are here where we are because of our customers. We are a hardware store, so we sell a little bit of everything. 4 years back, I decided to change to Plascon and become an expert paint shop and join the paint club. What makes me proud of my store is all the stock that we're able to keep. And with that, we can do a lot of delivery and give a good service to our customers. My customers is mostly the DIY people that love to do their own things at the house. And then, as we call them, bakkie builders. This store makes the best store in Emalahleni to buy Plascon from, because we keep the highest stock levels. We concentrate on Plascon itself. So because of we keeping only Plascon, we can concentrate on the best products that Plascon has got to offer to our clients. My favorite Plascon product is Mica-Tex, and the reason for that is it's very stretchable and you can use it for outside walls. Guys, my DIY tip for today will be start using Plascon 4-in-1 water repeller on newly plastered walls. It's a primer sealer, water repeller and a top coat, so you can save a lot on labor.
Today's Handy Heroes is powered by Plascon Wall and All. Unmatched dirt, stain, water and fade resistance to keep your walls beautiful for years. Plascon. Together, we've got this.
That is just wholesome, and you can see and definitely tell from someone like that, they have a lot of experience. You want some tips, then head down to your local hardware store right now, because there are handy heroes awaiting you to serve you on your next DIY project. So I think it's time to color the world with Plascon and turn every DIY dream into a vibrant reality. And if you want to win 10,000 Rand, yes, you heard that correctly, and that's compliments of Plascon, then you want to check out these next steps right now. Good luck.
Be a handy hero this spring and stand the chance of winning 10,000 Rand cash from Plascon. To enter, tell us what Plascon product you purchased this spring and include hashtag PlasconSA. Enter by replying to Expresso's competition post on Facebook, X or Instagram, or WhatsApp your entry to 084 368 1603. Remember to keep your proof of purchase. Competition closes 27th of September at midday. T's and C's apply and can be found on expressoshow.com.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Yeah.
It's Wednesday, Ryle. Did you know that?
It is? Is it just Wednesday?
It's
or
only Wednesday.
Can we
no,
make
no,
it better than
we
that?
can make it better than that.
Come on, let's do that.
Midweek means that we are winning, okay? We're halfway to the weekend, and it could be your lucky night. Let me tell you the details on this. When you play Lotto, Lotto Plus 1 and Lotto Plus 2 for 55 million Rand in total estimated jackpots, you could be winning this Wednesday. Play Lotto for an estimated 43 million, Lotto Plus 1 for 9 million, and then Lotto Plus 2 for 3 million. Small
This is a lot of millions, and you can do it by buying your tickets today in store. You can head over to the nationallottery.co.za website or their mobile app. On top of this, there's also a cell phone banking that you can use, or simply dial *120 *7529# and then follow the USSDs.
I love that, Ralph. Thanks for giving us the details. If you missed anything, it is on our Expresso social media pages. So do go and check them out. And please make sure that you get yourself in the running to win big. 55 million Rand is what I'm talking about in estimated Lotto jackpots today. But you got to play now to win.
Yeah, it's that much money that it makes you lose the way you speak your words. You don't know how to pronounce them. So let's ignore the words and let's bring in some good music once again on stage to remind you that the Baroque Festival's taking place this weekend in Cape Town, and you need to get your tickets. Why? Because of this.
My name is Eric Dipner. I'm going to play a harpsichord piece from about 400 years ago. And this piece is about a person called Amarili. And the text says, Amarili, why don't you believe that I love you? And if you want to make sure of the fact that I love you, you can cut open my chest and see on my heart written your name, Amarili, Amarili, Amarili.